What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City live watch along. Today we're going to be doing the live watch along of the game between Leicester City and Manchester City in the Premier League. The international break, it's done and dusted. We now have all action go from now throughout all of April and through May. Manchester City competing on 4 fronts for 4 trophies. Big push towards the end of the season, and we are starting off first here with Manchester City with an away game against third placed Leicester City. Now, before we crack on with this live watch along, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, then do help to support my channel by subscribing. During the international break, we smashed past 16,000 subscribers, which is an absolute phenomenal number. It's a massive number. It's huge. We could sell out Bloomfield Road. That's Blackpool's ground, if you were wondering. Former Premier League side, which is absolutely mind-boggling considering I am born in Blackpool as well. So there we go. So our next aim, 17,000 subscribers. So if you're enjoying all things football and all things Manchester City, then do subscribe, press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Also, my social media links, they're in my description too, and also sliding across on the banner at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and search for me and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email is also in the description below and also on the banner too if you want to go and hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business enquiries. Just like always, make sure you do leave a thumbs up on this live stream. Minimum aim, once more, is 100 likes. We're currently now only 78 likes away from that, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. If you haven't already, then do leave a thumbs up, that would be much appreciated. And also, we have got our live chat rolling too, so do leave your thoughts in there, including your score prediction for this game. And also, I'm always interested in actually if where you are tuning in from, because, well, I'm incredibly nosy. In the chat at the moment, we've got Adam, JSGC member, absolute legend, tuning in, going for 3-1 to Manchester City, and also aiming for them 100 likes. Be more like Adam, what a phenomenal guy he is. 3-1 to Manchester City would be fantastic, and 100 likes on this live stream as well would be absolutely brilliant. Once more, we've got Nadira, JSGC regular, tuning in, going for 1-1. That's also my score prediction for this game. West Brom hockeyed Chelsea. They taught them a lesson. 5 goals at Stamford Bridge. What a watch it was. Chelsea made to rue the red card to Thiago Silva in the 29th minute, and West Brom taught them a lesson. Might they stay up? I'm not sure, but still, that remains to be seen. We've got Jay Zenio as well tuning in once more. Hello, thank you for tuning in. We've got I Am God in the chat as well. Have I ever had COVID? No, not that I am aware of. We've got Joshua as well. Hello, thank you for tuning in. We've got Mumin on the chat as well. Hello, thank you for tuning in. Much appreciated. Hello there to Mum from home. That Cardiff City fan, did I support Preston? No, that is Mixed. That's my brother. He is the Preston North End fan, not me. Adam as well. JSGC, the king. Love that. Absolutely brilliant. We've got Clarksman as well, another regular on the JSGC channel, going for 3-0 to Manchester City. We've got Dad in moderating the chat, so keep it clean, no spamming as well. Thank you very much, Dad, tuning in once more. I do hope that you are well. We've got JP in the chat going for 3-1 to Manchester City. Clarksman going for 3-0 to Manchester City. Jay Zenio going for 2-1 to Manchester City. And that Cardiff City fan going for 2-1 to Manchester City. So lots of positivity in the chat about their score prediction, so it is much appreciated by me. We've also got, and please bear with me here, Nishabuli, I hope I've said your name right there. Aguero leaving with more gold in his account would be absolutely brilliant. Of course, the big breaking news over the international break is that Sergio Aguero will not be having his contract renewed by Manchester City, and he will be leaving Manchester City on June 30th of this year. Makes me very sad. I will have more updates when I do my transfer update at some point within the next week or so, with updates on Sergio Aguero and Manchester City's pursuit of a potential striker, although going off the comments that Pep made yesterday, maybe Man City won't be looking at a striker. I'll give more thoughts of that in my transfer updates personally. I do think that is just mind games. Dad going for 2-0 to Manchester City. I love the positivity. That is absolutely brilliant. Now, this video, it's sponsored. It's brought to you by the best footballing app out there. OneFootball. If you want to stay up to date with all the latest football fixtures, football results, statistics, live league tables, where you can watch the game from on your TV, considering there is no fans in stadiums as of right now, then do go and do that through the OneFootball app. You can find the OneFootball app download link at the top of my description. It does help to support the future content created in pressing that link and downloading the OneFootball app. So if you haven't already, then please do go and do so. That would be much appreciated by me. So yeah, once more, we have got our promo video, which I am going to roll for you right now. This video is brought to you by OneFootball. If you want to download the OneFootball app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of my description, which will take you forward to where you can download this app. The OneFootball app is extremely useful if you are a huge football fan just like me. It provides you with the latest footballing news, transfer news, and the latest videos as well. It is one source of information of where I get my transfer news from. It also allows you to see the latest scores with what's happening in the footballing world. If you just click on a game, including any Manchester City game, it will not only bring up the latest team news, but it will also bring up the latest statistics and keep you up to date with everything happening in that game. If you want to download this app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of the description to stay up to date. So thank you very much to OneFootball for sponsoring this video. It is much appreciated. If you haven't downloaded the app already, then do go and press that link at the top of my description. I have also just put it in the chat too, if you do want to go and download the app. Alex, I'm doing very well, thank you very much. Your prediction there might jinx it, so not putting one in. That's fair enough. City Andy, afternoon to you. Thank you very much for tuning in as well. Saying BBC have been saying that Manchester City need 2 wins for the Premier League title. Not as of yet. I personally think we're needing probably 3 more wins. I think a win today more or less means Manchester City will be winning the Premier League title, no questions asked, and probably not going to be that difficult for us. However, a loss today means we've still got a bit of work to do. A draw today means it just prolongs us for another game. And so, yeah, I personally do think anything but a loss today is a good result. We're going away from home against a really good side, an informed side, an attacking side in Brendan Rodgers and Leicester City. So, yeah, if we can win this game, I think this would be one of the results of the season for Manchester City. I also think this is ideal preparation for our big match against Dortmund on Tuesday. So, yeah, good preparation for that. Doen tuning in from Jamaica, going for 2-0 to Manchester City. Love that. Thank you very much for tuning in. Jay Zenio saying Aguero has been a legend for Manchester City. He's quite angry that he will leave. I'm upset. I thought it'd have been worth at least another 12 months, with Pep's comments saying that we might not be even signing a striker in the summer. I find it a bit ludicrous. I find it a bit crazy that we aren't having a look at a striker in the summer, and considering we're letting someone of world-class quality like Sergio Aguero leave, surely we'd want to bring somebody in, because if we don't, then if an injury to Jesus or a Ferran Torres or a Raheem Sterling, and then I'm going to be pulling that to strings next season. So why leave anything to chance? I think we should go and get ourselves a world-class striker. And just like Elton's commented there, with Haaland there, what's my thoughts on Mino Raiola and Alfie Haaland's European tour? I think it's very disrespectful to Borussia Dortmund just before a big Champions League quarter-final match with Manchester City. They're pulling the head of Erling Haaland there, so his mind may well be elsewhere. So if I'm Dortmund and they get a negative result in Manchester on Tuesday evening, which fingers crossed does happen, then and Haaland doesn't turn up, for example, then there'll be questions asked about the timing of all that. They're trying to just thrash out interest. They're trying to basically give Haaland to the highest bidder, and City will not entertain that. And I think that's Man City's response through Pep Guardiola, that we aren't desperate for a striker. We've hardly utilised Aguero this season, yet we're still miles clear at the top of the Premier League. You think you're going to get ripped off? Definitely isn't going to be happening. It isn't going to be happening via Manchester City. Barcelona are showing the most interest out of anybody right now, and I'd be surprised if he does go to them, considering their finances. They need to sell first, and I thought Haaland would go pretty early in the summer if he is to leave Dortmund. I could still see him staying at Dortmund, if I'm honest, if they're not happy with the finances, and then him leaving for his release clause in 2022, which is £65 million. If that does happen, then he'll be looking for massive wages and a big agent fee as well. So I'm not sure City will be the club that sign Erling Haaland. I want us to be the club that signs him, because he's world class and it sets us up really well, and it's a massive statement sent out to everybody else. But we'll see. I'll have plenty of updates with all this throughout the summer for everybody to look forward to. Moni, thank you very much for tuning in as well. Going for 3-1, revenge for Manchester City. Would love that. I remember a comment in my preview, someone saying that revenge isn't good motivation. And I was trying to explain myself. I think it's easier for me just to explain myself on camera. And what I meant by that, basically, was... well, use it as motivation. They hammered us. They scored 5 passes. It should make us angry. There should be a burning desire in our bellies about rectifying that, about taking the game to Leicester and being aggressive towards them. We've just had the international break. None of this taking our time to adapt and gel ourselves back in and get back into the swing of things. Go at them from minute 1. Look for goals. Get a goal, go for the second. Get a second, go for the third. That's what I'd be looking for, and that is what I meant by trying to get revenge there with regards to that. I'm just trying to make sure I don't miss anybody here. So Smith Soccer News, glad to be back. Missed the streams, 1-1 for you, and I'm going for 1-1 as well for this game. We've got Tafazul. I hope I've said your name right there. Thank you for tuning in. Hello there. Hope you are well. Elton, I didn't know that Sancho was out of the game, but there we go. Thank you for enlightening me. I'll do my digging about that going on to Easter Monday when I'll have my preview up for the game on Tuesday for everybody to look forward to. Foden could be used as a striker potentially. I mean, Gundogan, De Bruyne, Mahrez. Obviously Raheem Sterling, Ferran Torres, they can all play in that attacking role. So yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if that is what happens. Chillifire, hope I've said your name right. I'm out of routine here. Tuning in from South Africa. I'm very well. I'm safe as well. So thank you very much for asking and showing your concern. I do hope that you are very well as well. City Andy, love that, watching the company wonder goal against Leicester City, of course, which took us on a big stride towards the Premier League trophy. That was an amazing goal by Vincent Kompany, and it was a great way for him to leave. And also, it's going to be a good way for Aguero to leave. Imagine him getting a couple of really important goals for us. That would be absolutely brilliant as well. Mick Sid, thank you for tuning in, much appreciated. I hope you are well, Mick Sid. Thank you for tuning in. You're my halftime entertainment for today as well, for everybody to look forward to. Jay Zinio, do I think that if Aguero goes to Barca, then do I think he'll play like Martin Brathwaite? Which what, bad? Not sure, if I'm completely honest. Rayman, can you buy my smartphone? Send me £1,000. I'll clear my phone. You can have it. No problem if you want it. That is nice. I agree. The game definitely will not be easy. Mixed, it is you trying the strongest cocktail in the world for everybody to look forward to. So I do hope that everybody enjoys that. Right, so what we're going to do now, we've got about 16 minutes to go, maybe just a little bit less than that, until kick-off for this game. So I'm using today's video sponsor, OneFootball. You want to go and download the OneFootball link, and that is in the description. That does help support the future content created on my channel. Only legends download the OneFootball app through the link at the top of JSGC's live watch-along, so that would be much appreciated by me. So OneFootball, we'll start with Leicester first. They've gone with Schmeichel in goal for Leicester. They've gone with a back three, so they're going with a 3-5-2. Yeah, interesting. So they've gone with Fofana, Evans and Amati at the back. They're going for Albrighton on right wing back duty and Castagne, I hope I said his name right, at left wing back. They're going for 2 holding midfielders, their double pivot, of Youri Tielemans and Wilfred Ndidi. That's a strong midfield, by the way. And then Ayoze Perez sitting just ahead of them, with both Jamie Vardy and Kelechi Iheanacho starting up front. Iheanacho has just signed a new contract at Leicester as well. I think it's until 2024. He's just started to find his feet and finding the goals, which is really good to see. So congratulations to him, former Manchester City man. I'm hoping he doesn't score past us today, though. That would be fantastic. On the bench for Leicester, they've got Prate. Oh man, I can't say that. Swengen Chitawan. Maybe that's right. Maybe not. Piera is also fit enough to make the bench along with James Maddison, so that is a big boost for Leicester, but it's a boost for City that Piera and Maddison are not fit enough to be starting, but good to see them back nonetheless. They've got Mendy on the bench, Luke Thomas, Danny Ward, Chowdhury, and also Daly Campbell for Leicester. Now moving on to Manchester City, our starting 11 for this evening is Ederson in goal, Kyle Walker right back, Benjamin Mendy left back. Smashed it in my preview, I said we'd go with them two. I didn't quite smash it with the centre backs. I got Laporte right, but we've also gone with Ruben Dias today. I was expecting it to be John Stones, so it's Diaz that gets the nod instead. We've gone with both Fernandinho and Rodri as our double pivot for this evening, so I'm wondering if that's going to be Rodri playing maybe in a more deep line playmaker role. Maybe he's going to be pinging the ball from left to right and helping to switch the play possibly. I was expecting Rodri to possibly have a little break. I was wondering as to who Manchester City would go with in the middle. We've gone with Kevin De Bruyne sitting what seems like maybe just ahead of them, and then on the right wing we've got Riyad Mahrez, of course the informed man for Manchester City, and on the left wing Gabriel Jesus. In my preview I did speak a lot about Jesus potentially being used as the left winger for Manchester City in this game. I went for Phil Foden, but it doesn't surprise me at all that Jesus does get the nod in this game. Of course Jesus hasn't featured on international duty because no South American team have played, so it doesn't surprise me at all that he's starting, and of course Sergio Aguero starting isn't of a surprise to me either. He starts up top for Manchester City. So on the bench, so I imagine quite a few of these players that are on the bench will more than likely be starting against Dortmund. That includes players like Raheem Sterling, Bernardo Silva, Phil Foden, John Stones, and Ilkay Gundogan and Joao Cancelo. Also on the bench is Nathan Ake for Manchester City, Ferran Torres, finding his feet well for Spain, but not quite at Manchester City right now. And also Scott Carson is on the bench, so Zack Steffen, not too sure why he's not on the bench for Manchester City, whether he's got a little injury or not, I'm not too sure, but he isn't fit enough, obviously, to be on the bench for City. I am still sticking to 1-1. I wouldn't be surprised at all if there's maybe 4 or 5 goals in this. If I was going to have a bet, I would certainly be going for both teams to score. I'm going to go for Sergio Aguero to get himself a goal, so both teams to score, a score draw, Aguero goal anytime. That is where my betting tip would be for this game. Would love to know your score prediction though in the live chat. Let me know what your thoughts are right now that we've heard the teams, we know who's starting, who we're going for. Do let me know in the live chat. And also, like I said, do let me know where you are tuning in from. I've seen that we've got people tuning in from South Africa. I've seen we've got people tuning in from Jamaica. We've got people tuning in from the United Kingdom as well, which is absolutely fantastic. So, yeah, much appreciated that everyone is tuning in. Yeah, I'm going for a draw. Like I said, I think a draw is a good result. That Leicester team's a very good attacking team. I think it's a sensible score. Wow, Ghostly going for 3-0 there to Manchester City. I like the optimism. I mean, I could be wrong. City could come in and walk the game and cruise the game. But I have a lot of respect for Leicester. I think they're a very good side, and so I do think it's going to be very difficult for Manchester City in this game. City, Andy, will I be streaming the other Champions League games like PSG versus Bayern Munich? I will be doing the other... So City playing on Tuesday. I will be covering on Wednesday the games as well. I do think it is the PSG Bayern Munich game on the other day. So more than likely I'll be covering that first leg and second leg because the other's Chelsea Porto, and I'll be honest, I'm not too interested in that game. I'll have the other game on as well to keep you guys up to date with what's happening. But the main game I will be covering is Manchester City's opponents in the semi-final should we progress against Borussia Dortmund. So yes, I will be covering both first leg and second legs of them games. So plenty of live streams to look forward to from me. So, who else have we got tuning in at the moment? Mixid, I'm happy that you enjoyed the Cubra Libra. Sounds like a very delicious drink. I was just watching it before. So, yeah. I'd like to try one if I'm completely honest. It does look very nice. Tafazul going for 5-1 to Manchester City. Chillafire going for 2-1 to Manchester City as well. Robert going for 3-0 to Manchester City. It's also your birthday as well, so a big happy birthday to Robert. Wishing you a very happy birthday. You're Robert. I'm trying to think. You're tuning in, I think, from the Caribbean. Correct me if I am wrong, but yeah, wishing you a very happy birthday, and hopefully 3 points and a win for Manchester City would be very good. Nadir going for 1-1 to Manchester City. Dad, I do agree. Both teams to score. Cert for a 0-0. Oh, no. Cert for a 0. No, I don't. I reckon both teams to score. Both sides going with attacking teams, going with plenty of attackers. City going with, of course, Aguero up front, Jesus on the left, Mahrez on the right. Mahrez against his former club as well. I definitely think there's going to be goals, and Leicester going with 2 up top as well in Jamie Vardy and Iheanacho, who can definitely cause Manchester City a lot of problems on the counter-attack, looking to try and exploit Manchester City's high line. I certainly do think that there is going to be goals. Elton, I'm hoping your gut feeling there is wrong for an upset like Chelsea had today. I do hope that you are wrong there. Hassan going for 2-1 to Manchester City. City Andy going for 2-1 to Manchester City as well. Yeah, there we go. Robert, there we go, from the Caribbean, tuning in from Jamaica. So yeah, big happy birthday to you. I know my both teams' record. Don't trust me with betting tips. We don't want that. And Smith Soccer News tuning in from Scotland, wanting a bit of help with what you should study at university. Well, it all depends on what you want to be and what you enjoy studying, and yeah, what you're good at. You have to bear all these things in mind. You need to give us something to work with before I start telling you what you might want to consider doing. I need something to work with. So we're now on to 46 likes. That's incredible. We're nearly halfway to my goal of 100 likes minimum for this live stream. So if you haven't already and you're watching this, please do leave a thumbs up. That'd be much appreciated. Don't forget also to subscribe if you are new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Looking for some nice growth on my channel. We've smashed past 16,000 subscribers. No reason at all why we can't be aiming for 17,000 subscribers. So if you haven't already, then do subscribe. And also a big shout out to today's sponsor, OneFootball. Go and download the OneFootball app through the link at the top of my description. That would really help my channel to grow. It helps to support the content created on the videos. And yeah, so go and download it. It's the best footballing app out there. One more time, we will roll the promo video for everybody to enjoy, and then we will have our big countdown to kick off to look forward to in just one moment. This video is brought to you by OneFootball. If you want to download the OneFootball app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of my description, which will take you forward to where you can download this app. The OneFootball app is extremely useful if you are a huge football fan just like me. It provides you with the latest footballing news, transfer news, and the latest videos as well. It is one source of information of where I get my transfer news from. It also allows you to see the latest scores with what's happening in the footballing world. If you just click on a game, including any Manchester City game, it will not only bring up the latest team news, but it will also bring up the latest statistics and keep you up to date with everything happening in that game. If you want to download this app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of the description to stay up to date. So thank you very much to OneFootball for sponsoring this video. If you want to go and download the OneFootball app, press that link at the top of my description. I will put it in the chat as well if you cannot access the description. But 100 likes before kickoff, that would be absolutely fantastic. We're now only 51 likes away from that. City Andy, 30k subs by Xmas. I mean, let's take it 1k at a time. Take it 1k at a time. I'm very happy with the growth of my channel and how the channel is performing as of right now. I think the growth over the last 12 months, 18 months or so has been nothing short of phenomenal. So yeah, I think everyone's been absolutely brilliant, and yeah, it only takes like one video to really take off, and then you have lots of growth there. And if people are all tuning in and enjoying the content and everything, then that does help the growth of my channel and stuff like that. So yes, yeah, that'd be brilliant. I don't really have too many aims, if I'm honest. I just like to take it 1,000 at a time. When we get to that goal, we move on to the next one. So the players are coming out. I saw a very interesting comment just during that promo by OneFootball, going on about Sergio Aguero. Sergio Aguero, he needs to score and score on a regular basis to keep his spot in the team if he's wanting to have a nice little finale from now until the end of the season with Manchester City. And I agree. I completely agree. If Aguero isn't finding the goals, or he's looking out of sorts, or he's looking out of pace at Manchester City, then he simply won't start. And I think that'd be a big shame for Aguero's career at Manchester City to end like that. So hopefully he can find the goals. I'm backing him to find the goals because I think he's a phenomenal striker. I certainly think he's still got a good 2 or 3 years left in him, and I thought he was definitely worth at least another 12-month extension. I find it very interesting that Fernandinho's name still hasn't been chucked out there for potentially leaving Manchester City, so I'm hoping actually that he might sign a new contract at Manchester City, and if that is the case, then City seemingly turning their attention to an attacker and also a left-back for the summer. Rightio, so according to Mark Goldbridge, we don't have fan channels. Well, this what is this, and what is City Extra? Yeah, definitely. City are quite unique with their fan channels, because there's not 1 or 2 massive fan channels out there. There's 4 or 5 top quality Manchester City fan channels who all have different unique selling points to them, who all produce fantastic content for people to enjoy. So there isn't just like 1 or 2 big names out there. There's actually quite a few producing lots of top quality content for everybody to enjoy. So actually there's lots of channels that you can go to get your Manchester City fix. So it's just Mark Goldbridge looking for clicks and people talking about him and attention seeking, basically. So yeah, I just wouldn't give it the time of day, if I'm completely honest. Alex, 100k by Christmas. That is the aim. I'd love the plaque. I mean, just look. There's like right behind me. Which way am I pointing? Where's my thing? There. No, there we go. That way. There. Yeah. Look, the JSGC logo. What's needed is that just to move up, and then the 100k plaque just to sit right about there for everybody to see. That would be absolutely amazing. That is the aim. One day we'll get there. We'll keep working hard until that one day does come. So we are literally now a minute away from kickoff for this game. Ruben Dias is out. The sun's shining. It's a 5:30. I nearly said PM GMT. It's a 5:30 PM BST. It's British summertime now. It's a bit nippy out there, I'll admit. It's not the warmest of days. However, the sun is out. What's not to enjoy? We've got a big push towards the end of the season. That begins in 2 minutes and ends potentially at the end of May. But first, we are going to have a moment's silence, which, of course, we will be taking part in. That was my moment's silence. I know the players and staff then moved into an applause there, which is, of course, quite a common theme now in modern day football. That was in dedication to Frank Worthington, former Leicester City man, of course, and with Dad putting there, rest in peace, Frank, former Bolton man as well. So rest in peace to Frank Worthington there. Always very sad to see a footballing legend pass away. But we are ready here for kickoff very nearly. The players take the knee once more. Ready and set for kickoff here. And we do have kickoff here, and it is Leicester City that do get us underway for this game. So it's Leicester City playing in dark blue, attacking from right to left. Manchester City attacking from left to right, playing in our white third kit, black shorts and white socks. Elton there, yeah. A really good point there. A regular on the Arsenal Fan TV channel, Claude, passed away. It was posted on his social media that it was of natural causes there, which is extremely sad to see as well. And so, yeah, rest in peace to Claude, that featured a lot in Arsenal Fan TV. Never nice to see anyone from the football internet community passing away. So all the thoughts of everyone associated with the JSGC channel are with Claude's family and friends at these very difficult time, and they are also with the family and friends of Frank Worthington as well, who has passed away too. So rest in peace to both Frank and Claude. We are starting now. Tom going for 2-1 to Manchester City, and 150 likes. That would be absolutely fantastic. That's not a problem, Riffish, at all, as Leicester City here have the football through Kelechi Iheanacho inside the Manchester City half now. The ball gets played forward. It's not a very good ball at all towards Jamie Vardy, and the ball is collected by goalkeeper Ederson in goal, who rolls it out to Kyle Walker. So here's Kyle Walker now on the ball for Manchester City. You'll notice all the players are wearing black armbands in respect to Frank Worthington that did pass away during the international break. Here is Kyle Walker for Manchester City. Here is Kevin De Bruyne now. Still inside the Manchester City half. City just exchanging a couple of passes. Nothing to report on as of yet. Leicester have got in the best position so far in the first couple of minutes, but no threat to either goal as of right now as Manchester City venture forward into the Leicester City half. Here is Gabriel Jesus now to Benjamin Mendy. Plays a good pass into the channel for Rodri, who makes a run out wide to the left. Nothing really on for Rodri. Decides to try and put a ball across. Leicester managed to deal with it and clear it. And they win the initial header here for them to bring the ball forward. That's a decent ball towards Kelechi Iheanacho, who manages to the ball to bypass Kyle Walker, and Iheanacho does pick the ball up, although he shows too much of it to Walker, and he finds a pass to Fernandinho. Here is Laporte now on the ball for Manchester City. Here's Kyle Walker, bringing the ball forward for Manchester City. He's dispossessed and nearly intercepted by Leicester. Actually, he manages to get in front of Kevin De Bruyne there. Jamie Vardy does, initiates contact with Kevin De Bruyne and gets Leicester a free kick in a decent area for themselves to put a ball into the box too. So yeah, going for 2-1 to Manchester City. I do hope everyone is right with the positivity here. With Manchester City winning this game, that would be absolutely fantastic. Someone did ask before what I'm drinking. I'm just on 7-Up. I'm just on lemonade. A bit boring as of right now, but it will get more lively, I do promise you, as we get through the coming games in the next few weeks. So, chance here for Leicester to work the ball into the box and cause Manchester City maybe a problem or two here. I think that's Albrighton stood over the ball, ready to put a ball into the box. It doesn't look like a very good ball into the box, and it's dealt with by Rodri, who heads the ball clear. Kevin De Bruyne picks the pocket of the Leicester City man and comes away with the ball. Surely a free kick back to Manchester City, and it is. Referee gives Man City a free kick just inside our own half, near the centre circle. It was Ndidi with the foul on De Bruyne. City choose to take quick. Here's De Bruyne now. There was a run of Jesus. He decides not to use it and instead goes backwards. Here's Ruben Dias now. Works the ball to the right-hand side. Here is KDB. Riyad Mahrez, the informed man, the Algerian prince, having a phenomenal second half of the season for Manchester City, which is fantastic to see. Here is Rodri now, once again having a good solid season. To Benjamin Mendy, he's got a big few weeks coming up, Mendy has, in terms of his career at City, as Rodri puts a ball into the box. It's cleared, a long-range shot, oh, it's gone in! Fernandinho, it's gone into the back of the net. I'm not going to get too excited. Schmeichel's furious. He wants the offside flag. He claimed he was impeded. I'm almost certain he was in offside position. It's all about whether it has blinded the goalkeeper or not. Fernandinho's put the ball into the back of the net. I imagine the offside flag has gone up now, so the goal isn't going to count, but VAR will have a look at that. So what a strike that was by Fernandinho, though. What a strike. So Rodri put a ball in. Wasn't the most amazing of balls. Aguero, he's too slow there. He's about a yard offside as the shot comes in. It doesn't hit him. He's just in the way of the shot, and it goes into the back of the net. So this isn't going to count, I don't think. And so I think this is going to remain 0-0. He's perfectly in the way of the goalkeeper there, and that is going to be offside. So this isn't going to count. It's a wonderful strike, that, from Fernandinho, though. Wonderful strike. And so it does remain 0-0 here. That's very unfortunate, that, but the right idea. Not a bad ball in from De Bruyne, and it goes out for, I think, a throw into Manchester City. Aguero's just a bit slow there to get back onto an onside position, because Aguero could have taken control of that and poked that home as well. Yeah, he is offside. He's in the line of the goalkeeper to stop the goalkeeper from seeing the ball until late, which is the rules. There you go, blocking the keeper's view. If he was in an onside position, it would have counted, and Aguero just needed to be a bit quicker about getting into an onside position there. A bit of rustiness. Definitely wasn't meant for Aguero. It was a straight-up shot. Aguero just needed to get himself into an onside position if he's going to be stood there, because he's in front of the goal and he's in front of the keeper. Here is Kyle Walker now. De Bruyne. Surely going to get onto his left foot. He does. Nothing on for him, though. Here's Fernandinho with that great shot to find the back of the net there. Leicester sent an early warning sign from Manchester City. Here is Benjamin Mendy now. Edge of the penalty area. Rodri. That's not a brilliant ball by Rodri, but it does find the target in the end to find Riyad Mahrez. Is Fergie working on VAR? That's funny. As De Bruyne puts the ball into the box, it's headed clear by Leicester. My ring light keeps getting in the way to get a clean action of what I can see on the screen. So it remains 0-0 here at Leicester City's King Power Stadium. Very difficult away game this for Manchester City. Never an easy game to play, Leicester City. Leicester City, if we get to the final of the FA Cup and they get to the final FA Cup, could well be our opponents. So good practice this. And like I said, Leicester will play of a sort of similar style to Dortmund. High pressing, light to attack, quick players in attack as well. Similar style. So this is really good preparation for that big Champions League two-legged clash coming up within the next 10 days or so. Of course, we play Dortmund on Tuesday evening. For the first leg. It's going to be in Manchester, by the way. There's no neutral venue. Dortmund are free to travel to England and return back with no hits, and Manchester City will be playing at the Iduna Park as well for the return leg, for the second leg in Germany. So no Puskás Arena, no Hungary, no Budapest, which is unfortunate because it served us well for the game against Mönchengladbach in the last 16, but hard work. It starts on Tuesday for the Champions League quarter-finals. Not made it past the quarter-finals at 3 attempts now. So hopefully we can rectify that and potentially have ourselves a semi-final against one of PSG or Bayern Munich. I will be doing live streams of both the first and second leg of that game as well for everyone to look forward to. Here is Laporte now clearing the ball for Manchester City. A good ball to find Mahrez. He takes a kick, surely a free kick to Manchester City, and referee does give a free kick to City there. High foot there, catches Mahrez even though he wins the ball. Modern day football for you, that is going to be a free kick all day, every day. Look at that. Dan, of course, is in the chat. Yeah, no injuries, a good performance, and a draw isn't a bad result at all for Manchester City, in my opinion. Like I said, it is good preparation for that game against Dortmund. Really good preparation. An away game against Leicester, I don't think we could have had anything better to try and get us up to scratch after the international break as well. And it's always the pleasure of playing in the Premier League. You're always going to get lots of competitive games. The one thing I can argue about if City do win the Premier League early is, will the competitiveness be there for us? I think it's good that we're playing every 3 to 4 days, and I think it's good that we're playing competitive games every 3 to 4 days. Keeps us nice and fresh and allows us to get that hunger and desire without making too many changes at any one time, and allows us to but basically just do our thing and play every 3 to 4 days, get our momentum and just move forward and move on from there. So yeah, if we do win the Premier League, I sense that City will be making quite a few changes and focusing on this and focusing on that, and I don't think that would suit our momentum, so to speak. So yeah, the good news for City though is we're only playing 3 times in the Premier League, and I don't think we'll have the Premier League won in our next 3 games. Even if we win all 3 games, I don't think that will be the case. And so because of that, De Bruyne could have played Mahrez in, then that could have been a chance. And so because of that, I think that's really good because that takes us up to where the Champions League semi-final is if we get there. So yeah. Lots of interesting games this month. We've got 2 legs of the Champions League quarter-finals, a potential first leg of a semi-final of the Champions League, 3 massive Premier League games, a Carabao Cup final, and an FA Cup semi-final to reach the final of the FA Cup. We're on all 4 fronts. We're going for a quadruple. It's never been done before, ever. We could do it. This year could be the year. It's insane. Absolutely insane. So we've now got over 40 people now tuning in, so thank you everyone for choosing my channel for your live watch-along coverage of this game between Leicester City and Manchester City in the Premier League. If you are enjoying the content, leave a thumbs up. We're aiming for 100 likes. We're 41 likes away, so please do leave a thumbs up if you haven't done so already. Subscribe if you are new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Aiming for 17k subscribers now. And also don't forget to go and download the OneFootball app, who are today's video sponsor. The best footballing app out there. The link is in my description at the top there. If you just want to go and click on that, press that button. That'll take you to the download page to download OneFootball, and that does help to support the future content created here on the JSGC channel. So we're through 11.5 minutes here. It's Leicester City 0, Manchester City 0. Lots of passing around, but not too much happening as of right now. Manchester City have had the best opportunity of the game so far, putting the ball into the back of the net, but it was ruled out for offside. It was a very clean stricken shot by Fernandinho, went flying into the bottom corner. Keeper, even if Aguero wasn't in his way, may have been struggling to have saved that. Really good strike, but because Aguero was in the way and he was in an offside position, he was about a yard offside, the goal was disallowed. It was a good decision actually, I thought, by the linesman, and so it remains Leicester City 0, Manchester City 0. City are now just starting to get control of the ball. We need to be very wary about Leicester's quick counter-attacks, but City look very comfortable and composed as of right now. Whilst I'm watching the game, I couldn't tell that City have been away for 2 weeks and we haven't played any football, which is always a good thing for us. And so yeah, we've got some work to do still here in this away game at the King Power Stadium. Ruben Dias, he's currently on the football for City, plays it to the left-hand side. Here is Benjamin Mendy getting a start for City. Jesus playing out on the left for City today. Aguero through the middle at the top, and Riyad Mahrez on the right. Here is Kevin De Bruyne now on the right-hand side. Cuts into the centre. Plays a 1-2 there with, I think it was Kyle Walker. That's a good ball by De Bruyne to find Mahrez. He squares it across. Leicester can get a foot to it and get it clear though. Here is, I think, Ndidi with the ball, bringing the ball forward. It's good work by Leicester, and Tielemans can have the ball now. Rodri makes an interception for Manchester City, though. Really good interception that by Rodri, who works the ball down the left-hand side. Here is Benjamin Mendy for Manchester City. Lots of running and lots of chasing from both sides as of right now. Been a pretty even matched first 13.5 minutes or so. Majority of the ball play has been played either in the middle of the park or in Leicester's half. Only 3% in the last 10 minutes has been played in the Manchester City final third. So that's where all the pressure's coming from. It's coming from Manchester City. We haven't quite turned them into chances and shots to test Schmeichel, but like I said, City have already had a warning sign out to Leicester. We've had a shot. It went into the back of the net. Leicester lucky that Sergio Aguero didn't time his run right to get back into an onside position. I thought he was very slow out of the blocks there. Maybe a bit of rustiness. He hasn't played too much for Manchester City, and so that's where might be what was the reasoning for that. Here is Riyad Mahrez now for City on the right hand side inside the Leicester half. Plays it to Kyle Walker. Walker with a heavy touch, but still keeps control of the ball. He's centralising it. He moves back out wide to Riyad Mahrez now. Mahrez back to Kyle Walker. in the middle of the Leicester half. A crossfield pass comes in from Walker. It's pinned perfect to Benjamin Mendy. He takes on Albrighton. He gets a cross into the middle. It's not a bad ball. It finds Mahrez, but he cannot control it. And Leicester can come away with the football and they look to just work the ball out wide and try and get this ball clear away from danger. Backing themselves into a corner here. They do really well to get control of the ball. And I think that's a throw into Manchester City, and it is next to the corner flag there. Leicester guilty of not clearing their lines, and so the pressure, it's still there. Good work back by Manchester City. Good bit of pressing as well. How white's Benjamin Mendy's teeth? He needs to recommend who's done his teeth whitening there. Not quite Roberto Firmino, but still looking very smart and clean there, his teeth. So decent effort that by Benjamin Mendy. Here's Kyle Walker for Manchester City to Riyad Mahrez, back to Walker. Leicester not seeing much of the ball now. We're through 15.5 minutes. Here's Rodri now with the ball. Works the ball backwards. Ruben Dias for Manchester City. Still inside the Leicester half though. Plays it to Walker. Potentially a shot here from Walker. There's like a cross-come shot low on the ground and Leicester can intercept. Surely they're going to boot this ball clear. They're just backing themselves into a corner. I don't really get what Leicester are doing here. It's well worked, but it's dangerous. They just need to clear their lines. Surely they're going to clear their lines. Now it's Schmeichel with the ball. He goes long and misses everybody. Yeah, straight out of play. But they just needed to clear the lines out of danger there. It wasn't going anywhere. They wasn't doing anything with it. Just stunk of Leicester missing out on the ball. I mean, if they kept hold of possession from there, then they'd have had every bit of respect from me there. There's just no way they were keeping hold of the ball. Sometimes it's best just to clear your lines, regroup and get your shape and position to ensure that nothing else happens there. Because if they pressed them forth into a mistake, then that could have spelled danger and it could have been a potential chance that to Manchester City. Though it is a poor throw from City and we give the ball straight back to Leicester. Ball is now with Schmeichel under very little pressure. He passes it out to... I think that was Fofana, I think. And so again, it's not a good ball by Schmeichel and it's out. And it's out of play for a throw into Manchester City, still inside the Leicester half. So it's a bit strange this by Leicester at the moment, but there we go. It will be the year, Dad, I do hope so. And Premier League, thank you for tuning in once more. Hello Salvador, thank you for tuning in as well. We've now got over 80 people now tuning in, so thank you very much for that, much appreciated. I hope you are enjoying the content. Please do leave a thumbs up if you are. We're aiming for 100 likes, we're only 36 likes away, so any help towards that would be much appreciated by me. Don't forget to subscribe as well if you are new around here, and do go and check out today's video sponsor, which is OneFootball. Link to download their app is at the top of my description. Jamani, no problem at all for tuning in late. Yeah, thank you for tuning in though. It is much appreciated by me. As Leicester clear their lines now. We're through 18 minutes here. It's Leicester 0, Manchester City 0. It's been mainly Manchester City that have been dominating play. De Bruyne, that's a great pass. And Jesus nearly managed to get a perfect bit of control there to ease a chance. Although it ricochets back and Aguero on the volley sends it flying over the bar there. That's probably the best chance that would have counted that we have had in the game so far. And again, it's come from a Leicester mistake at the back, not clearing their lines properly. I think it's wasn't Fofana this time. It's just hit straight into the thigh of Mahrez, and Aguero gets a sweet bit of connection. He just smacks it. It goes flying over the bar there. He puts his foot underneath that and it goes sailing miles over the bar by Aguero. But sort of Aguero's quality in a position like that, I'm surprised he's not hitting the target if I'm completely honest. So Leicester get away with one there. Here is Laporte for Manchester City inside the Leicester half. It's not a bad pass that to De Bruyne. He can control it. Needs a bit of help. Who's there to help him? Mendy's there to help him. Mendy forced backwards, good bit of pressing that by Leicester. Laporte forced backwards as well, good bit of pressing again. Here is Ruben Dias now, plays it forward to Kyle Walker, to Riyad Mahrez. What Ruben Dias has been fantastic at, he's been that defender that's been in the right place at the right time for Manchester City. It's a talent in itself to know where he needs to be at the right time. So if you're playing it backwards, you know it's not going to go any more backwards than what it is to Ruben Dias. He sees everything that's happening. He'll play the ball forward again. He's literally Manchester City's last line of defence. He just so happens to be amazing at playing the ball as well. Here is Rodri. Great purchase, Ruben Dias. Definitely up there for signing in the season for any club in the Premier League, in my opinion. Here is Ruben Dias. Exchanges a couple of passes with Fernandinho. Works it out to Laporte on the left-hand side for Manchester City now. Here is Ruben Dias once more. Rodri with the ball, picks it up inside the Leicester half here in a central area. Twisting and turning. Sells a dummy to Vardy. Works it to Laporte. Laporte to Mendy now on the left-hand side. Mendy, Fernandinho. Lots of movement from Manchester City. That's a great pass. De Bruyne in space. A shot and it goes flying over the bar by Kevin De Bruyne. He's not happy at being put under pressure. He wanted a free kick. I think the referee's given the free kick there actually. I think it was a challenge by Tielemans on Kevin De Bruyne. It wasn't the cleanest of hits that by Kevin De Bruyne, and it goes flying over the bar. Sorry, it wasn't Tielemans, it was Ndidi, who does catch De Bruyne late after his shot. Wasn't too much in that, if I'm honest. De Bruyne put way too much on that, and it goes flying over the crossbar. So this is a chance for Manchester City now. It's in a decent area. It's obviously the same area that De Bruyne has just had his shot from. So hopefully he can keep his shot down if he is going to have the free kick here. I'm wondering if we're going to see anyone lie down in front of the wall, which seems to have become a common thing in football this season. Definitely a scoring area this for Manchester City. This is a chance. Slightly left to centre of goal. I'd have thought this would suit the right foot rather than the left, unless you're going to put a lot of bend on it with a left footer. Someone like Mahrez, for example. So I reckon this may well be Kevin De Bruyne with his right foot. It is De Bruyne and Mahrez stood over the ball. It's nice to see them both having a nice little chit-chat with each other. After it's been rumoured that they weren't very good friends. And there we go, modern day football for this season. Player is lying down now in front of the wall. Leicester have got a four-man wall. Manchester City have got Diaz and Rodri stood directly in front of Kasper Schmeichel next to the Leicester wall here. So it looks like De Bruyne is probably going to be going to the goalkeeper's left-hand side, the right-hand side as we are looking at the screen. Ruben Dias is whispering something to Rodri. De Bruyne with a shot. Oh, it's off the crossbar! Header! Oh, it's won by Leicester and they can head it clear. That's a really good header to win. Oh, so it hit the upside of the crossbar and it's gone out into play still. That was a good hit and a good effort that from De Bruyne. Just couldn't quite keep it down to get it on the underside of the crossbar and into the back of the net. Instead, hits the top end of the crossbar and comes back out into play. Really good effort that from Kevin De Bruyne. It's been 22.5 minutes of domination this by Manchester City, but still we don't find the goal. It's been a decent start, certainly. I agree with that. We're now only 32 likes away from 100, so if you haven't already, then please do subscribe. Leave a thumbs up as well, and go and download the OneFootball app, today's video sponsor, through the link at the top of my description. Here is Ruben Dias for Manchester City now. Aymeric Laporte with the ball. Again, City's attacking line, De Bruyne, Mahrez, Aguero, Jesus, moving and trying to get into the channels. Walker puts a ball in and it's not a good bit of control that by Jesus, and it goes out of play for a goal kick to Leicester and a bit of respite. We get a highlight of that free kick. It's going in if that's on target. Schmeichel's beaten. Too much power. Good hit that from De Bruyne. Just couldn't get the dip. Couldn't quite get the knuckleball to get it to come back down again. Very little in that free kick, I thought, on Ndidi, if I'm honest. On Kevin De Bruyne. But there we go. So it remains 0-0 here. Leicester have yet to show too much attacking intent as of right now, but they've been struggling for possession. I mean, the last 5 minutes, 100% possession for Manchester City. Here is Jesus inside the box. Turn, Jesus, turn. Get a bit of that Brazilian flair. Use them tricks and skills. Here is Mahrez now playing in the centre. Jesus seems to have gone to the right-hand side. Not sure if that's going to be a momentary thing. Rodri puts the ball into the box. There's no one in there, though, at that left-hand side. Aguero trying to put Albrighton under pressure. Mendy makes a good block, and it's out of play for a throw into Leicester City inside their own half. Pep Guardiola's instructions there. He's wanting a little bit more, perhaps. Give me more is what he's saying to the players. It's been a good, bright start this by Manchester City. 100% in here, yeah. Let's go, 100% in the last 5 minutes. Love that. What a stat that is. What a stat. Cannot go wrong with that. So throw in here to Manchester City. It's Benjamin Mendy to take inside the Leicester half. It's about halfway inside their half. Here is Rodri. Just dinks the ball to Walker. He's put under pressure with a poor touch. Fernandinho does really well to get inside. He's a trailing leg there. He's lucky not to give away a free kick there. But he wins the ball back for Manchester City. So a good challenge. Referee deems it a good, clean challenge anyway. Here is De Bruyne now. Needs a bit of help. Gets it from Rodri. Rodri now works the ball backwards. Aymeric Laporte. First time pass to Kyle Walker in the centre. He twists and turns. He goes backwards. I thought he might have used Fernandinho there. He chooses not to. He uses Ruben Dias instead now. Here's Laporte. Benjamin Mendy now cutting inside. Cannot find the pass. It's a good interception, but it goes out of play for a throw-in. And Tielemans there just seems to have pulled up a little bit, feeling his top of his thigh, but he hasn't gone down. He's just going to look like he's going to try and run this off for Leicester instead. It'll be a big blow if he has to go off. Tielemans, a fantastic central midfielder, of course. Belgium international as well. Here is Laporte for Manchester City. Rodri. He's out on the left-hand side. Walker playing as an inverted central midfielder right now. Goes back onto the right-hand side. City playing with a back two at the moment, with City being very offensive. Leicester not got going at all, but they've kept Manchester City out, importantly. Here is Aymeric Laporte. Receives a pass from Ruben Dias. Laporte tries to play a ball forward to Jesus. It's intercepted by Leicester, but they can't string more than a couple of passes together. And Fernandinho intercepts well for City. Here is Aguero dropping deep, and Mahrez can play in Jesus. That's a great ball. Pass! Oh, Gabriel Jesus! Oh, the return pass to Aguero had to be better than that. Had to be better. He was played into a wonderful position there by Riyad Mahrez. Gabriel Jesus was. Great first time pass from Aguero. He's onside there, Jesus. That needs to be a better pass. He's on the stretch and he can't connect with it cleanly, and it's straight into the hands of Kasper Schmeichel. Aguero's begging for a tap in there. He can't believe it, Sergio Aguero. His hands are in his head. He cannot believe that. Leicester win the ball back. Fernandinho there with a well-timed foul for Manchester City to ensure that Perez, you're going no further. It's going to be a free kick for Leicester. 45, 50 yards, centre to goal. It's not an ideal position to put a ball in there. Lovely bit of tactical foul in that from Fernandinho. Love it. JJ, hello. I hope you are well. Philip, how's Aguero playing so far? Apart from getting in the way for an offside goal for Manchester City, I don't think he's been too bad. That first time pass there was a bit of genius from him. But there we go. I don't think he's been too bad there. I'm glad you enjoyed that, Alex. There, a well-timed foul with Fernandinho. Love it. So it's all Brighton with a free kick. It's centre to goal. It's just difficult. He's got to whip it in, and yeah, it's just straight to Ederson. Well-timed foul that from Fernandinho. Knows exactly what he's doing. There's no danger. No danger at all. Take him out. Doesn't even get a yellow card. Fernandinho, take a bow. 24-month contract. Forget the 12-month extension. Get him on a 2-year deal. Fernandinho, what a legend. He isn't spoken about as much as what I want him to be spoken about. What a player Fernandinho is. I cannot name you a player in the Premier League right now that reads the game better than him when playing Premier League football. He's just so experienced. He's a brilliant player. Mahrez. Oh, it's not a bad ball in at all. It's over De Bruyne. It's heading straight into the arms of Kasper Schmeichel, former Manchester City man, of course. Veteran tactical fouler. Knows what he's doing. Knows exactly what he's doing. Here is Leicester now coming forward. Can they finally have a bit of possession? Get themselves 5% possession rather than 0%, with City having 100% of the ball in the last 5 minutes. Can they work anything? Here's Jonny Evans now. Amati. Youri Tielemans. He's dispossessed, but Leicester win the ball back there. And Marty's just saying, stay calm, we've got this, to play it forward. Nobody in particular. And Kyle Walker's got the ball for Manchester City now. Leicester just chasing shadows. They must be exhausted first 30 minutes here. They haven't got out of the blocks. I was expecting Leicester to be really aggressive. It hasn't come yet. Doesn't mean they haven't got the prowlness to be able to do that. Of course that they do. We've just not seen it as of yet. Here is Aymeric Laporte now. This has been a brilliant start for City. We just haven't got that goal. 30 minutes, first 30 minutes here, first third of the game, we've completely dictated this game at the King Power Stadium. There aren't many teams that can go to Leicester City and just completely dictate and dominate the game. But that is exactly what Manchester City are doing right now. We just haven't got that reward yet. Need to keep working hard though, get that clinical touch. One well-timed pass and all of a sudden that can change. City, of course, already had an offside goal ruled out. We've hit the crossbar as well. Just need to find the back of the net. That's what's lacking here. Here is, I think it's Fofana with the ball, bringing the ball backwards for Leicester City. And Marty to Ndidi now. Leicester are starting to have a bit more possession. Castagne to Ndidi. Tielemans, good pass. Perez works the ball out to the right-hand side. Here is Marc Albrighton playing as a right wing-back today with Piero on the bench, just returning from injury. That's a good touch that by Perez. So a chance here for Leicester inside the City attacking third to maybe put a ball into the box. They try and pass it instead and it's intercepted by City. Here is KDB just taken out by Ndidi and it's going to be the first yellow card of the game and it does go to Wilfred Ndidi of Leicester City. So we're through 31 minutes here. It's Leicester City 0, Manchester City 0. Don't forget, like always, enjoying the content, leave a thumbs up. We're aiming for 100 likes once more, minimum of course. We are only 31 likes away from that, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Don't forget, if you are new around here and enjoying the content, then do subscribe. We're aiming for 17k subscribers now after smashing past 16k subscribers. And also, if you want to go and download the best footballing app out there, then do go and download the OneFootball app through the link at the top of my description. So, here is Aymeric Laporte for Manchester City now. Here is Rodri inside the Leicester half. Fernandinho now, the man in charge of making tactical fouls for Manchester City. Not a good bit of control from Rodri, and Leicester can clear their lines out for a throw into Manchester City just inside the Manchester City half. Here's Ruben Dias now. He's got no one within 20 yards of him, and that is wise from Leicester. You don't want to be getting involved in a tit-for-tat with Ruben Dias, because you're going to come out second best every single time. Here is Aymeric Laporte now for Manchester City, bringing us forward. Benjamin Mendy floats a ball in it. I was going to appeal for handball, but none of the players did, so obviously it didn't hit his arm. Here is Benjamin Mendy for Manchester City. Clears the ball forward as well. Jesus controls it well. It's a good turn from Jesus and does well to get a throw in for City midway inside the Leicester City half on the left-hand side. It's been good play this from Man City so far. It's been really good play. I've been impressed. Tactical fouling. Love tactical fouling. It's exactly what we're looking for. It's always the best. Everyone talks about Fabinho. Step aside, definitely. Step aside. Fernandinho, he's still here. He may be getting no younger, but he's just so good. Why would you even contemplate him leaving? It doesn't really matter how old he is. He's just a fantastic football player, and you want fantastic football players at your club. Fernandinho leaves and we bring somebody else in. I feel like it's going to be a downgrade because there's no one as good as him. So why would you let him leave? I don't understand it. Here's Jesus now. Can he control this? It's a chance and a shot, and I don't know what's happening there. It's ping-ponging around. Leicester can clear it. And there's a bit of... I'm not too sure. I don't know how to describe that, if I'm completely honest. A ball was played in towards the back post. Leicester allowed the ball to bounce instead of clearing their lines, which Jesus tried to control. There was a bit of a scramble for the football. City managed to get a shot away, but it was blocked. And then the danger was cleared by Leicester City is what happened there. So another warning sign there, but the way Leicester are looking at it, there's 11 minutes to go until half time. It's still 0-0. Yes, City have dominated this game so far, but we don't have that goal yet to show for it. What I will say though is if we are to get that goal, we need to keep doing what we're doing. Be patient. Don't rush the play. Leicester are a really good side, and it'll take a really good goal, a well-worked goal, to break down a good team like Leicester. We're aware of that. We just need to be patient, and when that chance does come, it needs to go. So Leicester can clear their lines. Vardy wins the header. It's flicked on to Ruben Dias, though, and City can come away with it once more. Still inside the Leicester half. Benjamin Mendy to Ruben Dias now. Dias floats the ball towards the left-hand side. It's not a good ball. It's not often I say that Ruben Dias doesn't put a good crossfield pass in, but that wasn't a good crossfield pass from Ruben Dias, and it goes out of play for a throw into Leicester near their own penalty area. So 10 minutes to go here until half-time. Leicester City 0, Manchester City 0. It's Ndidi to take the throw-in, the man that is on a yellow card, of course. Something maybe to note for Man City going into the towards the second half. I'd be saying that Ndidi, target him, try and get him to make a couple of tackles, because he's on last chance saloon now. He cannot afford to go sliding in and mistime any challenges, because he'll get sent off. And if that does happen, that could be detrimental. It could be huge in terms of the course of the direction of this game goes in. City, at the best of times, you need 11 men on the pitch, go down to 10, and then all of a sudden, that could be fatal. Could really be fatal. Who invented the phrase tactical foul? No idea, but I'm glad whoever did, because it's a good terminology to use. Ramos can learn something from Fernandinho. We need Fernandinho until he's 60. Still making them tactical fouls, still reading the play well. Then yeah, 100% I'd love him to be at City. As Iheanacho, Leicester came forward looking for the counter-attack. Like I said, one good attack, a couple of good passes, and all of a sudden Leicester could be in. Tried to play it around Man City's high line, and Ndidi played the pass forward towards Iheanacho. Aymeric Laporte, though, read the danger really well there. It's very important that he has a good game here. Laporte, of course, under pressure with Nathan Ake returning, and of course John Stones as well, not featuring at the moment. He's on the bench for Manchester City. There's plenty of competition for a centre-back place at City so far. Here is Walker for Manchester City. Just looking at the fewest touches on the pitch, and 2 players are on 4 touches. Jamie Vardy's one of them, which is surprising. The other is Ederson, which is also surprising. Ederson, he must be well bored right now. He's only had 4 touches. He's not had anything to do. No saves to make. He's had to come forward once to catch the ball and roll it out. That's all he's had to do. Incredible. We've got 70 people now tuning in, so hello and welcome. Thank you everyone for tuning in. We're aiming for 100 likes. We're 30 likes away from that, ladies and gentlemen, so I'm hoping we can get that by half time. Will be absolutely brilliant. So do leave a thumbs up if you haven't done so already. Subscribe if you are new around here as well. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on that stride towards 17,000 subscribers. And also don't forget to go and check out today's video sponsor, which is OneFootball. You can find their link to their app at the top of my description. Thoughts on Chelsea today? Struggled with 10 men. I thought West Brom were very impressive once Chelsea went down to 10 men. Fair credit for them taking the game to Chelsea. Chelsea were unbeaten under Thomas Tuchel as well. So yeah, fair credit to West Brom. I thought Chelsea, that might be them getting sussed now, which is good for City considering we have to play Chelsea in the semi-final of the FA Cup. Benjamin Mendy puts a ball into the box. It goes straight out of play for a goal kick. That wasn't a good cross by Mendy at all. He needs to improve his crossing. It used to be a real asset to him, his crossing capabilities, and it seems to have just left him. And right now, a dangerous, dynamic Benjamin Mendy cross could be what's needed to dissect this Leicester defence. So if he can get his act up to scratch, would be fantastic. So it's going to be a goal kick here to Leicester City, with Kasper Schmeichel, former Manchester City man, is going to take, and goes long. Rodri wins the header for City. De Bruyne hacks the ball clear in towards the Leicester half. De Bruyne, that's a good header. So well dealt with by Leicester, but good bit of pressing from De Bruyne. Aguero needs to use De Bruyne. He chooses not to. Finds a good pass to Mahrez. Oh, it's a penalty. Oh, what? Referee says no. Oh, what? Oh, he took out Mahrez there. Mahrez hasn't really made much of an appeal or anything like that. But that was a risky challenge to make by Leicester in the penalty area on Mahrez. Cuts across him. I'd like to see that again. My first instincts were penalty there. I do tend to agree there with Mendy. It's harsh, but it happens where sometimes players are just flops. Sometimes it just doesn't work, and it just hasn't happened, unfortunately. And I think that's the case with Benjamin Mendy. There's no doubt in the qualities there. He hasn't got the injury record to keep himself fit for 10, 15 games in a row to play to get that consistency there. And City are playing at such a high level now that we're not going to allow that. I'm not sure that we are the club for him, and he definitely has the quality. But there we go. I thought pen as well, but there we go. I'm not even getting a highlight, which is upsetting me. I thought it was a pen. Not even seen a highlight of it. Like I said, Mahrez hasn't made any meal of it, and Leicester clear their lines out for a throw into Manchester City through Castagne, who clears the ball out for a throw in. Come on, Sky! I want to see the highlight of that. Walker then with a throw in for City. 4 minutes to go until half time here. Walker throws long. Jesus flicks it on. Mahrez! Oh, what? Oh, Mahrez's brilliant chance goes straight into the foot of Schmeichel and he makes the save. That was the chance, ladies and gentlemen. De Bruyne! Oh, it's wide. Come on, man. Oh. That was a chance and a half for Mahrez. 4 me's in. Should be fine in the back of the net. It's closed up by De Bruyne as well, his effort. It's been all City in this half. We should have a goal. We should have a goal. It's a tame effort from Mahrez. He's virtually one-on-one with the keeper on his left foot as well. Put it out of play. Put it out of play. Yeah, out of play for a throw into Leicester there. Did the right thing, Ruben Dias. Let us regroup. There's a chance that for Riyad Mahrez just before half-time to have given City the lead. But there we go. Oh, I love that unpopular opinion. That was Man City's first shot on target, by the way. Love that unpopular opinion there from Boy Racer UK. Kasper, he's the better Schmeichel, better than Peter. That's controversial. Both good goalkeepers. That's really controversial. I like that. I can see where you're coming from, if I'm honest. I really can. So Leicester here now, looking for a bit of smash and grab. 2.5 minutes to go until half time. They've got a throw in on the edge of the Manchester City half. Of the penalty area, sorry. On the left hand side. Working it backwards though. I agree, yeah. Peter Schmeichel had the better team. He had the better players in front of him. Both good goalkeepers though. Both really good goalkeepers. Kasper Schmeichel is such a solid Premier League keeper. That's a brilliant ball from De Bruyne. Jesus in the penalty area. Have a shot. Oh, it's over the bar. Another chance for Manchester City. Goes to waste. Oh. Kasper Schmeichel definitely underrated. 100%. City's starting to get shots and chances now. So I think half-time whistle's going to come at the wrong time for us, which is unfortunate. Not a bad effort that from Jesus, just had a bit too much on that it went over the crossbar. As we're now 27 likes away from 100 likes. So any help towards that, ladies and gentlemen, would be much appreciated. See if we can get to 100 likes. That would be absolutely fantastic. Don't forget also to subscribe if you are new around here. And do download the OneFootball app through the link at the top of my description. So we've got a minute to go now until we get to the 45 minutes. The first 45 minutes of this half in this return to Premier League action for Manchester City after a 2-week international break. Here is Ruben Dias for Manchester City now. Works the ball to the right-hand side. It's Kyle Walker with the football now. Dale Wilson tuning in. Love that. I'll give you a wave. 100%. Love that. Here's Fernandinho now. Kyle Walker. And Dale, I'm surprised the internet's holding. If I'm honest. Here is Walker to Fernandinho. Ruben Dias now. So good pass now to Aymeric Laporte. That's not a good pass to De Bruyne though, when Leicester intercepts as we're into the 45th minute now. I imagine it'll probably be a minute added on. Just waiting for the ball to go up. It is 1 minute added on here, and it's Leicester with the football on the left-hand side. Been a game dominated by Manchester City. Disallowed goal for offside. Was offside with Aguero in front of the keeper, impeding him. We've hit the crossbar. Mahrez has missed the one-on-one opportunity. Jesus has seen a shot go just over the crossbar as well. This has been a game with chances for City. We haven't been clinical. We haven't put our opportunities into the back of the net. And it allows Leicester a route into this game. Oh, it's a great ball. Rounds the keeper. Vardy makes it 1-0 Leicester. Vardy makes it 1-0 Leicester. It's a smash and grab right on the verge of half-time. It's offside. The flag is up. Oh, here we go. Revenge for our offside. The flag is up against Vardy, so it isn't going to count. He's always a yard in front of the defenders, and he is offside. That's a big sigh of relief for Manchester City. Just what Leicester can do. One touch, one pass, back of the net, goal. Offside, though, so it is going to remain 0-0. Wipe the sweat off our brows. That's a big sigh of relief for us. That's a half-time whistle does go here. And it is Leicester City 0, Manchester City 0. It is 1-1 if it comes to offside goals. Leicester have done literally nothing in this game yet. Last kick of the half, they nearly had the lead if it wasn't for the offside flag. So thankfully it does remain 0-0 there. And adrenaline there. The heart is going. So it is Leicester City 0, Manchester City 0. We're going to be using the OneFootball app, of course, for our half-time summary here. If you want to go and download the OneFootball app, in fact, I'm going to roll my promo video in just one moment. If you want to go and download the OneFootball app, which is what I'm going to use for my half-time summary here, then go and press that link at the top of my description. I will also put it into the live chat in just one moment. It'll keep you up to date with the latest fixtures and results. It'll also keep you up to date with the latest statistics during the game, live match commentary, as well as telling you what channel you can find the games on, as well as keeping you up to date with all the latest football news and transfer news. I do use OneFootball to stay up to date with the latest Manchester City transfer news and rumours and things, so really good for that. You want to go and download the OneFootball app, all you need to do, press that link at the top of my description. It does help to support the future content created here on my channel as well. So my promo video, roll it. This video is brought to you by OneFootball. If you want to download the OneFootball app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of my description, which will take you forward to where you can download this app. The OneFootball app is extremely useful if you are a huge football fan just like me. It provides you with the latest footballing news, transfer news, and the latest videos as well. It is one source of information of where I get my transfer news from. It also allows you to see the latest scores with what's happening in the footballing world. If you just click on a game, including any Manchester City game, it will not only bring up the latest team news, but it will also bring up the latest statistics and keep you up to date with everything happening in that game. If you want to download this app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of the description to stay up to date. So thank you very much to OneFootball for sponsoring this video. If you want to go and check out the OneFootball app, like I said, press the link at the top of my description. I have also just put it in the live chat as well for everybody to enjoy. So, just going to get that half changed and get that up to second half. I have got the stats up ready for the half-time summary. So I am using the OneFootball app. Very important to note, Wilfred Ndidi is the only yellow card of this game so far. And considering he's playing in a defensive midfield position with Manchester City playing high-pressing football and playing a large majority of the game inside the Leicester half, he's going to have to be very careful going into the second half. And that is definitely something I'd be telling the City players, that you sense Ndidi's around you, go to ground. Not to sound really bad there or anything, but tactics, this is going to be a very close game. I was expecting it to be a very attacking game. Both teams to score. First 45 minutes hasn't suggested that at all. In fact, it's taken Leicester a long time to get going there, but nearly punished us at the end of the half. So that's certainly something for us to think about going into the second half. So possession for this game, it's 38% possession for Leicester and 62% for Manchester City. I'm quite surprised it's so high from Leicester, considering for 5 minutes of the game, midway through the game, City had 100% possession compared with 0% for Leicester. So when Leicester are getting the ball, they are starting to work the ball around their defence and into midfield. They haven't really got Vardy or Iheanacho involved too much. They've flirted with getting in and around our defence, but legally they have not managed to do so as of yet, and so Ederson hasn't really had much to do. In terms of duels won, 51% for Manchester City and 49% for Leicester City. So yeah, this is a really close, hard-fought game. Aerial duel, City have won 61.5% compared with 38.5% for Leicester City. Both sides have had one offside each, and they've both been goals. In terms of offside, it is 1-1. Miraculously, no corners at all in this game. Legally, Leicester have had no shots in this game at this moment in time as well. The first thing they've done, put the ball in the back of the net. Thankfully, it was offside. City have had 6 shots, 1 on target, so 1 save for Kasper Schmeichel to make, and quite frankly, I felt like Riyad Mahrez should have put it into the back of the net. It was a tame effort straight at Kasper Schmeichel's foot to keep this at 0-0. We need to be a lot more clinical. We need to be so much better when it comes to get our attempts in the second half. We need to make sure when we're getting into good positions, our shots, they're being kept down, they are on target, they're testing the goalkeeper, and if we are having shots and it's a really good opportunity, we need to make sure they're going into the back of the net. We know this, we know what we're doing, there is no excuses. 6 shots, 1 on target, pretty poor return there, so we need to be working harder on that going into the second half. I'd just be saying to the players, do what we did in the first half. I'm confident if we can have another half like we did in that first half, that we can find the goal and we can potentially go on to win this game. In terms of tackles, Leicester have made 8 tackles compared with 6 for Manchester City. Leicester have won 87.5% of their tackles, so salute to them. City have won 50% of theirs. Leicester have made more clearances than Manchester City, but City have made more interceptions. It's been a very hard, close-fought battle, this. 206 passes for Leicester at a pass completion rate of 76%. Manchester City's at 89% pass completion rate and have made 334 passes at this moment in time. City have made 9 attempts at crosses, connecting with just 22% of their crosses, compared with Leicester attempting 2 crosses, which haven't connected at all. Leicester have conceded more fouls than Manchester City, and also have that yellow card to Wilfred Ndidi as well. But to summarise it, it's all about offsides at the moment in time, and De Bruyne hitting the crossbar and Mahrez missing a good chance. So hopefully we can stop saying misses and start saying goals going into the second half. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go through the scores for today. There isn't that many to go through, if I'm completely honest, because the majority of games, certainly in the EFL anyway, they were played yesterday and they're playing on Easter Monday as well, so there isn't too many games for me to go through. So in the Premier League today, earlier on, it finished Chelsea 2, West Brom 5. Sensational result that for West Brom and Sam Allardyce's men, giving them a chance to stay up. Not saying that they will, but there's a chance there with a really good result. Leeds 2, Sheffield United 1 as well, full-time score, and a win for Bielsa's men, and Manchester City's next Premier League game as well. at the Etihad Stadium. Leicester City, Manchester City is currently 0-0, and later on this evening you have got at 8 p.m. Arsenal taking on Liverpool at the Emirates Stadium. In the Championship, it finished Huddersfield 1, Brentford 1. In League 2, it finished Southend 0, Carlisle 2. In the Scottish Championship, Arbroath 2, Alloa Athletic 1, and Dunfermline Athletic 0, Hearts 0. In the Scottish League 2, Cowdenbeath 0, Albion Rovers 1. Annan 0, Elgin City 3, and Queen's Park 1, Stirling Albion 0. In the Women's Super League, it finished Reading 0, West Ham United 5. In the Scottish Cup, been quite a few games in that. Dumbarton 0, Aberdeen 1, Dundee 0, St Johnstone 1, Dundee United 2, Partick Thistle 1, East Fife 1, Morton 2, Forfar Athletic 2, Edinburgh City 2, Farnsborough 2, Montrose 4, Hamilton 0, St Mirren 3, Livingston 2, Raith Rovers 1, Ayr United 0, Clyde 1, Formantine United 0, Motherwell 5, Brora Rangers 1, Stranraer 3, Stenhousemuir 0, Kilmarnock 4, and at 7:30 p.m. tonight you've got Celtic taking on Falkirk. In La Liga, Granada 0, Villarreal 3 full-time, Real Madrid 2, Eibar 0 full-time, and it's currently half-time, Osasuna 0, Getafe 0. In the Bundesliga, Mainz 1, Bielefeld 1, Bayer Leverkusen 2, Schalke 1, Dortmund 1, Frankfurt 2, not ideal preparation for them in their build-up to the game against Manchester City. Augsburg 2, Hoffenheim 1, and Wolfsburg 1, Cologne 0. They're all full-time scores. It's currently RB Leipzig 0, Bayern Munich 1 at half-time. Mönchengladbach are taking on Freiburg at 7:30 p.m. BST. Serie A, Milan 1, Sampdoria 1 finished, Atalanta 3, Udinese 2, Benevento 2, Parma 2, Cagliari 0, Verona 2, Genoa 1, Fiorentina 1, Lazio 2, Spezia 1, Napoli 4, Crotone 3, that's a good game, and Sassuolo 2, Roma 2. It's currently Torino 2, Juventus 1 in the 64th minute, and at 7:45 p.m. BST you've got Bologna taking on Inter Milan. In Liga 1, Monaco 4, Metz 0 finished, PSG 0, Lille 1, that has finished as well. That's doing PSG no favours in trying to win the Liga 1, and Lens 0, Lyon 0. In the Eredivisie, that's at 8 p.m. by the way, the Lens-Lyon game. 39th minute in, it's Venlo 0, Groningen 0. You've also got FC Twente taking on Vitesse Arnhem at 7 p.m. Willem 2 taking on AZ Alkmaar at 7 p.m. and you've got Sparta Rotterdam taking on PEC Zwolle at 8 p.m. In the Portuguese league, it's Rio Ave 0, Gil Vicente 0 in the 25th minute, and FC Porto are taking on Santa Clara at 8:30 p.m. BST, keeping you up to date with all the latest scores from around the grounds from around Europe. So, quickly we're going to do our halftime entertainment. It is from my partner channel Mixid, link in the description below. Go and like and subscribe over there. Let's get him to 1,000 subscribers. He is closing in on that goal. This is Mixid making and trying the strongest cocktail in the world, the Aunt Roberta cocktail. Enjoy.
What's going on, guys? Mixed here, back again for another cocktail video, and you are in for a treat. It is the strongest cocktail in the world, apparently. I was going to say, if you do know your show cocktails, it is the Aunt Roberta, and it is considered the strongest cocktail in the world, and we're going to try it on this channel, see what it's all about. It's created by a prostitute called Roberta back in the 1880s, around that era. I was going to say late 1800s it was. I think she died at age 32, Roberta did. She worked as a prostitute, and then in the 20s, she created this cocktail. She has sold a few of her moonshine to homeless people. Probably 32 people died around that era from this drink alone. So let's see what it's all about. This is the Aunt Roberta cocktail. So to make it, get your mixing glass and put in 3 giant ice cubes. So the first ingredient to make an Aunt Roberta is 60ml or 2 parts of absinthe. Or for more international orders, it'd be 2 ounces. It gets its name, it's considered one of the strongest cocktails in the world, because how much absinthe in it. Another reason is, as you can tell, there's no fruit juice in this anything, it's because it's just pure booze. Because there's still one hell of a cocktail, this one. Right, next is 30ml or 1 ounce of brandy. Next ingredient is 15ml or half an ounce of gin. Next is 90ml or 3 ounces of vodka. last ingredient, guys, is 30ml or 1 ounce of Chambord. Because if you've got a blackberry liqueur or anything that's close to like creme de menthe, I think it's called, then use that. Because the closest thing I've got to it is Chambord. What you want to do next now is give it a good stir until it's ready. So get it nice and cold. So get your coupe glass and strain into it. And as you can see, we've got a little bit left over as well, if you're brave enough. There we go, 1 Ant Roberta cocktail. And there we go, that is how you make the strongest cocktail in the world, the Ant Roberta. How does it taste? It's a lot nicer than what I thought it would be, to be honest. I thought it would be, still has a kick to it, it's got to say, being the stronger it is, pure boost, you can feel that burning sensation going from my throat and into my chest. I can certainly taste it. I can certainly taste the absinthe in it, that's the strongest taste I'm getting with the absinthe. The aniseed, that very familiar aniseed taste that you get with the absinthe. But it's certainly drinkable, I was going to say. It'd certainly blow your head off, this one, but it's drinkable. It's quite tasty as well. I was going to say, I thought it'd be hideous, I thought it'd be very strong, I thought it'd be overpowering, but it's not. So it's quite dangerous, really, when you think about it. It's drinkable, it's quite drinkable, that. It's tasty, it's drinkable, a lot of aniseed you can taste in it. But if you like your boozy cocktails, this is for you, because I'd certainly recommend it. The strongest cocktail in the world. But if you do know a stronger cocktail than the Ant Roberta, do let me know in the comments below, as I want to see it. And if there is any, I want to make it as well and try it. But apparently it's the strongest cocktail in the world, the Ant Roberta. So if you do know any that are stronger than this, do let me know. But that, guys, is the Ant Roberta cocktail, the strongest cocktail in the world, apparently. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Mixers. It really does help the channel grow, and I do appreciate your support. And I will see you guys for the next cocktail video. Cheers.
Thank you very much to Mixed for providing today's half-time entertainment. That gets us right on nicely to the second half as well, which Aguero gets us underway with. So you want to go and check out Mixed's channel, all you need to do, press that link at the, well, it's in my description somewhere if you go and search for it. Excuse me, you'll find it in there. Go and like and subscribe and show Mixed some love. That would be much appreciated. That cocktail, the Ant Roberta cocktail, a strong one, the world's strongest cocktail. Like it says in the video, do drink responsibly if you are having that. So, we are back underway here for this game. It doesn't look like any substitutions have been made by either side. It's City attacking from right to left and Leicester City attacking from left to right. It's Laporte with the ball for Manchester City right now. We are still aiming for 100 likes, ladies and gentlemen. We are only 22 likes away from that now. So, any help towards that would be much appreciated. If you haven't already, do leave a thumbs up. That'd be much appreciated. Really want to get to 100 likes. So, yeah. We've had some really good numbers today. So, hopefully we can hit that really soon. Mixed on 777. 777s. Love that. It's not too far away, like I said. Making good gains towards that goal of 1,000 subscribers. What's my full-time prediction? I'm going to go for 1-0 Man City. Yeah, let's go. 1-0 City. Why not? Boy Racer UK, like that. Remind you of a show that was on Channel 4's 4 later back in the early 2000s called Dick's Bar or something like that. Mixed going for 1-1. I'm going for 1-0 City. We played well, I thought, in this first half as we're into the second half. Jesus puts a decent ball into the box, which is dealt with well by Leicester. Leicester have defended well, in my opinion. As we're out to 80 likes, so 20 likes to go now, ladies and gentlemen. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Let's get them 100 likes. Let's get it rolling. Mahrez looked like he was offside there. Linesman doesn't say that it was, and so play continues. Leicester do win the ball back, though. Hot Channel going for 2-0 to City there. Thank you very much, Tom. I do appreciate your kind words there. That's a good work from Man City. Here is De Bruyne into a good position. Jesus now picks up the pieces. There's a run of Aguero. He goes down. Referee says get up. And Kasper Schmeichel picks up the ball there. City showing a lot of attacking intent in the first couple of minutes of the game. I like. Me gusta. I hope for a win as well. Tafazul going for 1-0 City, but which? As Leicester have a shot, and it's straight at the goalkeeper, Ederson, who makes a save there. Youri Tielemans having the first shot for Leicester City on target as well. So Leicester now looking to come forward with more prowling forward, trying to hurt Manchester City. Need to be careful. We do need to be careful. Jamie Vardy's goal at the end of the half, certainly a warning sign. With the offside flag going up. That's a great ball though. Jesus now. Here is De Bruyne. Tafazul going Man City with that. 1-0. That'd be great. I'm going for 1-0 Manchester City as well, is my prediction. Here is Gabriel Jesus now. Ruben Dias. It's a good pass here. Here is Kevin De Bruyne. Philip, it was a fantastic match by West Brom. Here is Mendy. Can he put a good ball into the box? It's a great turn. He can't find anybody, and it's going to be cleared by Leicester. Frustrating. Here is Ruben Dias now. Kyle Walker. Riyad Mahrez showing the feet there to... I'm not too sure who that was, actually. I think it was Castagne. It was, and a free kick's given to Manchester City. It's a good position this for City to put a ball into the box, really. Doesn't need rushing. Get the men forward. Get a ball into the box. It's a chance. It's a decent position, this, to put a cross in. So Mahrez is going to take it. It's on the right-hand side. It's about 45 yards out. It's about, 10 yards in from the touchline. De Bruyne was the one that put the ball in, and it's the back post. Rodri couldn't follow it in. He couldn't do anything with it. There was 2 players on the stretch there. That was a chance. That was a good ball from De Bruyne. All onside. Misses Fernandinho. It misses Ruben Dias, and it hits Rodri and goes out of play for a goal kick. That was a chance. That was a brilliant ball in from De Bruyne. Couldn't really control that, and it kind of hits the upper parts of Rodri's belly, maybe even his groin area there. And I was going to make a comment, but I'm sponsored, so I can't. Oh. I agree there, Boy Racer. Yeah, the game will open up with a City goal. It might suit Leicester for City to score, just like it did in the match at the Etihad. We scored first, of course. Great feat from Iheanacho. Can he find the player? Oh, what a block! He found Tielemans. His shot is blocked. It's Ruben Dias. Who else is there in the right place at the right time? Counter-attack. It was Fernandinho caught high up there. Great work from Vardy to make the sliding challenge. Tielemans was there. Why is Sergio Aguero at left-back tracking back then? Where was Mendy? I have no idea, but that was good work from Aguero trying to track back. I appreciate his efforts there, but that was great work from Ruben Dias to make the sliding challenge to ensure that there is no goal, and we get the first quarter of the game. It's to Leicester City. This game is opening up. It's all Brighton to take. Corner comes in. It's not a great ball, and it's cleared by Manchester City. Here is Riyad Mahrez now for City. I tell you what, one player I'd think about bringing on for City would be Joao Cancelo. I think he could make a big difference in this game. Really big difference. De Bruyne nearly tried to spring in a counter-attack. That's a good pass towards Vardy. He cannot control it. We need to be careful. We need to be very careful here. Leicester definitely picking up in confidence. We need to be very careful. Here is Benjamin Mendy for Manchester City now. As we're still 20 likes away. If you haven't left a thumbs up already, please do leave a thumbs up. We're aiming for 100 likes. We're 20 likes away. Any help towards that would be much appreciated, ladies and gentlemen. Diazinho, love that. Philip, I'm surprised with how good Tuchel has been as well at Chelsea with that defeat. It happens. It happens. Slow out the blocks. You make a couple of mistakes. A player gets sent off. Yeah, we drop points against West Brom at home, so it happens. Cross comes in, from Manchester City. It's cleared. Cross Chester City coming into full effect here. Running out of ideas, so we just put crosses in. We're now 19 likes. Let's go. Let's get them likes up. Let's get to 100 likes. I like 100 likes by the second half. We've not got there yet. Makes me unhappy. Let's get to 100 likes. Diaz with the ball, got nowhere to go. Leicester's shape holding a bit firmer here. More gaps in the middle. A Sam Allardyce masterclass indeed. Needs more of it though if West Brom are going to stay up. Otherwise he may have a first relegation to his name from the Premier League. Here is Aymeric Laporte now. A good pass out to Ruben Dias. I don't like how big that gap is between Diaz and Aymeric Laporte. Oh, it's a brilliant ball. Great ball. It's Walker. Oh, it's a good cross and it's a good bit of goalkeeping. It's risky goalkeeping. Kasper Schmeichel takes the chance though and he intercepts the ball. So a good ball in that from Kyle Walker towards the near post. Who do I think will go down? I think it'll be the bottom three. Sheffield United, they're going down. I reckon it'll probably be West Brom and Fulham are my picks. Newcastle needs to be very careful. Very careful. 18 likes. Let's go. Let's get it going. Let's get him up. Let's go. Let's go now. We've got nearly 60 people tuning in. If you haven't already, leave a thumbs up. Let's get to 100 likes. Let's make it happen. Javon, thank you for tuning in. Tuchel then, coach of the month, facing the future coach of the month. Assume is that going to be Pep? As good position is for City. Here is Jesus. It's a good tackle though. Although there's a good bit of pressing from City and Leicester can clear their lines now. It's well read back by Laporte and City can win the ball back. And I think a free kick's been given against City there. And against Fofana of all players. And there we go. A free kick's given to Leicester. Oh, here we go. 17 likes. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's make it happen. Here is Jamie Vardy. Can he play a first-time ball to Iheanacho? It's the wrong choice from Vardy and he gives the ball away. And so City can have the football once more. I think it was offside against Vardy anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered. Laporte now to Benjamin Mendy. Here is Benjamin Mendy for Manchester City, bringing the ball forward. Plays a pass to Ruben Dias. Here is Diaz. Back to Kyle Walker on the right-hand side. Jack Harrison is having a good season. I saw some Leeds fans commenting. I'm not sure if they was doing it ironically or not. Saying he's not having a good season. He's not a very good player. I don't know whether they're just saying that because they think that they want him to stay at Leeds or something. I mean, he might stay at Man City is what I was looking for. That's a good ball and Aguero has a shot and it's blocked. And it's out for Man City's first corner of the game. But yeah, Harrison is a good player and I think if we need another wide attacking player to come in. Why spend money? We've already got someone like Jack Harrison. I think he'd be a good squad rotated option player at City. I think he'd be a really good option for at least a season, but not sure that's what City are going to be having a look at. It's a shame it didn't come last season because it might have saved us money in signing Ferran Torres because we could have used Jack Harrison instead, but There we go. Here is Riyad Mahrez now with the corner for Man City. City's first corner. The header is won and headed out by Leicester, and De Bruyne hacks the ball out of play for a goal kick to Leicester City. Frustrating. So we've got nearly 33 minutes to go here until full time. It is currently Leicester City 0, Manchester City 0. City dominated the first half. Leicester started to grow in confidence going into this second half, having shots, creating opportunities, and so yeah, it's starting to become a bit of an end-to-end game here, with the midfield battle being kind of taken out of the game, and we've got two attacking sides, which is what I was expecting from the off, to basically be going toe for toe with each other. You could be right there with De Bruyne potentially coming off. Who might come on would be the question. Maybe Gundogan or somebody. Oh, Aguero taking on players and planting it into the back of the nets. There's nothing better. Nothing better. I agree. Cancelo on, Mendy off. That was my first sub call. I'm wondering how long it might be before Leicester and Manchester City look towards the bench. I think Cancelo and Gundogan would be two players I'd be looking towards. Fernandinho exchanges a good couple of passes. Here is Aguero now. It's not a good pass by Aguero, and it's intercepted. Why do we bother with corners? We've not been amazing with corners. We've never really been that amazing with set pieces and corners, if I'm honest. We're still 17 likes, ladies and gentlemen. Let's make it happen. Let's get them 100 likes as Mahrez has a shot. And it's rebounded away by Kasper Schmeichel. A shot on target. Yeah, right. You hit it right. Mendy, shoot. Shoot. Yes! Benjamin Mendy with the goal! Don't put Cancelo on! Leave Mendy on! He finds the opening goal of this game at the King Power Stadium. It's Leicester City 0, Manchester City 1. It's Benjamin Mendy with his right foot into the back of the net. Let's go! Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go! Mendy gives a kiss there to Kun Aguero. What a goal! It's not even an amazing goal, but I'll take any goal as it comes. It all came from Mahrez' shot, which was saved by Schmeichel. Jesus went for the ball. Great turn from Mendy. It's a brilliant finish from Benjamin Mendy on his weaker right foot. You wouldn't think that at all, that it's his weaker foot. Places it. Did something Mahrez could not do in that first half. And that's placed that into the back of the net. Great bit of twisting and turning that from Mendy. Uses the player, Tielemans, just to bend it round. Schmeichel can't save it. That's a great goal from Mendy. Get in. City with the opening goal here. It's Leicester City 0, Manchester City 1. We score on the hour mark. Get in. Get in. There we go. These likes are coming up now. 14 likes to go, ladies and gentlemen. That might just be the spearhead now to force Leicester out of the blocks. This could become a very entertaining attacking game. City need to be careful. Don't sit on this. Keep doing what we're doing. Keep pushing. Get that killer second goal, the 2-goal cushion. They've made a mistake here, Leicester. Here's Fernandinho with the ball. He's got De Bruyne. Oh, good covering that by Leicester to pick up the ball. Here's Rodri now. Goal scorer Benjamin Mendy. Who would have predicted him to score? Wow. What a result this could be for Manchester City. This could be a massive stride towards winning the Premier League title and winning it early as well. What's not to love? We've now got over 60 people tuning in, so thank you very much for everyone for tuning in. Your support, it's much appreciated by me. I said, how long is it going to be before City do make their substitution? It's the hour mark. We're ready in a substitution as of right now. I can't see who it is that is coming on, so I'll wait for a close-up. I've got bad eyes. Forgive me. As we're now 12 likes then away from 100 likes, so please do leave a thumbs up. That would be much appreciated. Let's get them 100 likes ASAP. Subscribe as well if you are new around here. Press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. We are aiming for 17k subscribers now, so any help towards that will be much appreciated. And do go and check out today's video sponsor. It is OneFootball. Go and download the best footballing app out there by clicking on that link at the top of my description to go and download the OneFootball app. Leicester now coming forward into the City half here. A chance here for them maybe to have put a ball into the box. They haven't though. Just trying to have a look at that. I think it's Raheem Sterling, if my eyes are serving me properly, which don't take my word for that. There might not be, but it looks like Raheem Sterling is going to be the man to come and play and come onto the pitch. Still a long way to go, definitely. Still half an hour. Leicester now, ball into the box. Fernandinho, right place at the right time to win the header. I'm wondering who Sterling's going to come on for then. Probably Mahrez, you'd think. So is Sterling that's coming on for Manchester City? It's Aguero that's coming off. So that's probably going to be Jesus leading the line. And Raheem Sterling's going to go out on the left-hand side. So it's Aguero that comes off. He doesn't find his goal for Manchester City. I thought he put in a good performance and a good bit of effort that from Aguero. So a good 62 minutes under his belt there. Still plenty more chances, I'm sure, to see Sergio Aguero in a Manchester City shirt. His time is coming to an end. He will leave City at the end of the season, hopefully with a handful of trophies as well. Here is Kasper Schmeichel with the ball. We're now 11 likes away from 100 likes. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get them 11 likes. Let's get them 10 likes. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get them into single figures. Thank you very much, Andrew. Your comment is much appreciated. I do like your support. So, yeah, thank you very much for that. The Hot Channel as well. Thank you for that. JSGC's the real GOAT, the greatest of all time. Thank you. I feel very honoured. 96 likes. Let's go. 4 likes to go. 4 more to go. Let's get them 100 likes. Let's get that signed, sealed, delivered. Let's move on from there. Let's get them ASAP. That would be... I've had a voice break. That would be absolutely fantastic. I'm feeling a lot better. I was coughing a lot this morning. I've not been feeling very well over all of the international break, really. Yeah, I'm feeling a lot better. Yeah, I've coughed quite a bit this morning, but not really done it on the stream, which is good because I do a lot of talking as well. But nah, never mind. Andrew, completely agree there. We need that second goal, kill the game, kill a 2-goal cushion. That's the game done, in my opinion. Then I think that, where do Leicester go from there? They've still got 27 minutes or so to try and rectify this. I think this is one of these big games that if there was fans there, this would be just that little bit more difficult. As Iheanacho puts a ball into the box, it just goes flying behind into the stands. Unless it's taken a deflection, I think that's a goal kick to Manchester City. So 3 likes to go now. Let's go. Let's get them 3 likes. Let's get it done. Let's move on from there. Here is Ruben Dias for Manchester City then. I don't want us to coast this. I want us to keep pushing. Let's get that killer second goal. Mendy's the GOAT, yeah. Not putting a great performance, but what a turn onto his right foot. Just bends it in. Like David Beckham would be proud of that, bending it in off his right foot. Brilliant goal. Everyone's going to hate me for that David Beckham Man United little reference there, but you get what I'm on about, okay? You get what I'm on about. City fan, United fan, doesn't really matter. I mean, everyone's got to say Beckham had a wand of a right foot. Ruben Dias, it's like starting a goal up. I hope you're right with that. Hopefully a clean sheet. Fernandinho making another foul on Tielemans. Do it nice and high up, not too much in it. Doesn't get a yellow card. He knows what he's doing. I love Fernandinho so much. I love him so much. What a player. What a player he is. Oh, I've had fun on today's live stream, ladies and gentlemen. I've had a lot of fun. I have enjoyed this. I've missed this. I've missed this a lot. So here is Amati, goes backwards to Kasper Schmeichel. Do you know what? I miss Leicester's groundsman doing lots of fancy stuff with the pitch. He's not allowed to do it anymore, is he? Do miss that. That's a good challenge from Fernandinho and Rodri combined. Here's Raheem Sterling. He's got De Bruyne making the run. De Bruyne now towards the penalty area. He threads it into a gap, but it's intercepted. Is Soyuncu injured? I've just realised he's not playing. And so that's again is a blow for Leicester. But Soyuncu's not playing. Sterling can keep this in if he controls it. He does, and that's a throw into Leicester. Yeah, throw in Leicester. So we're now still only 3 likes, ladies and gentlemen, away. 2 likes. Let's go. 100 likes. We're nearly there. 2 likes to go. If you're watching this, you haven't already, leave a thumbs up. That would be muchas apreciadas by me. I have no idea what much appreciated is in any language, if I'm honest, as it looks like Leicester are ready in a couple of substitutions, one of which looks like it's going to be James Maddison. Fernandinho having a little nibble there, wins the ball back for City. Here's Kevin De Bruyne now. He's intercepted by De Bruyne. Frustrating. That's frustrating. Yes! 100 likes! 101 to be exact. Legends! Absolute legends. Everyone that's left a thumbs up on this live stream, thank you so much. Much appreciated. Another live stream where JSGC passes 100 likes live on air. Thank you very much for that, everybody. It is much appreciated by me. You are all absolute legends. Let's see if we can get to, 120, 130 by the end of the live stream. That would be brilliant. There's a chance here for City if Rodri can get his pass right. De Bruyne, can't get his pass right. And yeah, De Bruyne even, he looks frustrated there. Not getting the pass right to allow a chance possibly to materialise for Manchester City. Thank you very much, Dad. Do appreciate that. So 22 minutes to go. Less than that now. It's Leicester City 0, Manchester City 1. Goal from Benjamin Mendy on the hour separates these two sides. Kyle Walker makes an interception for City, and it's out for a throw into Leicester just inside the Manchester City half here. Leicester now pump a ball forward. Headers won by Vardy. Perez now on the edge of the City penalty area. Ricochets forward and Ederson picks up the loose ball for Manchester City now. 21 minutes to go. This could be a huge 3 points for Manchester City. Huge 3 points. Here is Ruben Dias for City now. Passes back to goalkeeper Ederson. Ederson. He looked like he was going to make a big pump forward, disguises it with a nice pass out instead to Ruben Dias. Here is Gabriel Jesus. Good work by Jesus, and picks up a free kick for City just inside the Leicester half. He's not happy about something there, Jesus. I think he wanted a yellow card. He isn't getting one for the Leicester player. So we're nearly now into the final 20. 20 minutes to go. Leicester 0, Manchester City 1. City on course here to probably take Leicester out of the equation and out of contention for the Premier League title. City taking a big stride if we can hold on to 3 points here towards winning the Premier League. And you start thinking about how many more wins do Man City need? When is that going to come? When can we win the Premier League rather than if? But there's still a bit of work to do here and there. I'd say if we can win this game, it puts us in a really, really, really strong position. As long as we don't lose this game, we're still in a strong position. We're still, even if we lose the game, incredible favourites to win the Premier League. It's just there's work to be done. So the sooner we get them wins, the sooner we can turn our attention to other games, other matters and things like that. As Leicester now are going to make 2 substitutions. 2. So Albrighton is the first player to come off for Leicester. He's going to be replaced by Ricardo Pereira, making his return for Leicester City. So he's going to slot in at, you'd think, right wing back. And also making a return, Kelechi Iheanacho comes off for Leicester City and James Maddison comes on. So a different dynamic threat there. I presume he's going to be Jamie Vardy leading the line and Maddison's going to play just behind him rather than playing with 2 attackers. So twisting from Leicester. City need the reassurance of a second goal. That would be brilliant. 18.5 minutes to go. Aymeric Laporte with the ball for Manchester City. Benjamin Mendy was the man to get the goal. I agree, a win here puts us in really good position for that game against Dortmund. It's a good confidence boost. It also works well for us to get our momentum going back after the international break. Last 10 minutes, Leicester have had nearly 60% possession compared with just over 40 for Man City. So Leicester trying to grow back into this game, but it's City, most importantly, that have the goal. Leicester unhappy there, wanted a free kick. Instead, it's City that get a goal kick. Less than 18 minutes to go now. Leicester 0, Manchester City 1. Good work that by Kyle Walker. So it's Ederson that's going to be taking the goal kick for Manchester City. A yellow card's out. I think it's for Ederson for time wasting. So Ederson's been given a yellow card. He has a smile on his face there. It's his 3rd yellow card of the season. Ederson just plays a nice comfortable pass to Ruben Dias. That's a poor touch from Walker, but he keeps it in play. Jesus now gets a throw in for City, does well. I do get the feeling here that City are just trying to frustrate and slow the play down a bit. Not coasting, just cruising a little bit, which can be dangerous against someone, a team that's so dynamic like Leicester. That's a good pass from Mahrez and a good throw. De Bruyne, what a ball! Jesus! Sterling, put it in! Turns! Play it! Jesus! Yes! Get in! 2-0 Manchester City! Just what we're looking for! Get in! Brilliant work, team goal that from Manchester City. Brilliant! Absolutely brilliant! Goal to Manchester City. If you weren't aware from the celebration. I'll change it as soon as I've seen the goal again, just to make sure everything's onside. What a pass from De Bruyne to Gabriel Jesus. Perfectly onside Raheem Sterling. He can't make his mind up. He turns and Jesus puts it into the back of the net. It's a goal for Gabriel Jesus. It's City doubling their lead. City well on course here. The 3 points at the King Power Stadium against 3rd place Leicester City. That was a brilliant goal from City. I was just saying that City was starting to cruise, so to speak. 2-0 Man City. More than likely 3 points. Let's go. Let's go. 8th goal of the season for Gabriel Jesus. It's 2-0 Manchester City. We're on course for 3 points. A massive 3 points. A mistake from Leicester. Wrestled to the ground. Get pressure in there. Jesus is unhappy. He wants another yellow card. He's on a yellow card already, Ndidi. So, yeah, that's a tactical foul from Ndidi there. Oh. Ferran Torres is the next substitution that's going to be made by Manchester City. Probably for Mahrez. It's hurt my throat doing that shouting there, but you got to celebrate. Got to celebrate. Is it Jesus' birthday? Let me have a look. Oh yeah! Happy birthday, Gabriel Jesus turns 24! I said that about Ndidi. He needs to come off and be wary about that yellow card. He's playing in a position that you take out a player if they're in a position to score. A dangerous thing to do. Yeah, I'm surprised more City players weren't I'm surprised more City players weren't pressuring for a potential red card, but we've just gone 2-0 up, so I don't think we're really bothered. Leicester definitely need to score next. And needing a goal, and you'd think, and quick. I have a feeling City are just going to start coasting and preserving energy here. I've got a feeling City just starting to make substitutions with the international break in mind, and considering we've got a big game against Dortmund as well. Yeah, I think that's where our thinking's going. Sky Sports just showing a stat. Goals scored in the Premier League in the final 15 minutes. Leicester City have scored the most by some distance, scored 18 goals in the final 15 minutes. So a team that like to finish well, we need to be careful of that. Leicester trying to get themselves back into the game. It's just Leicester playing it out at the back at the moment. He's playing himself into trouble. Jesus wins the ball. De Bruyne. Mahrez. Oh, it's wide. Oh, Mahrez can't believe it. I can't believe it. Oh, that should have been the third. That should have been 3-0. 3 points. Let's go home. Oh, I don't believe it. We haven't been as clinical as what we can be, have we, at this moment in time? Oh, that was a brilliant chance. It's some way wide, that. That was a poor finish, that, from Mahrez. I think that's going to be his last action of the game as well, because Ferran Torres is coming on. Should at least have had a goal today, Mahrez. Yeah, you're completely right there. Should have done better. You could be right there, Ghostly. You could be right. 3-0. It was Raheem Sterling with the assist. Leicester at 6s and 7s. Again, you could be right there. It could be a big confidence boost for Jesus then. Knows that this position could permanently become his if he can hold that position as his own. Now, Man City could go down the Liverpool route, which is have someone like Jesus starting as your striker, like what Firmino does, and then just have another player playing as the fringe player, a backup player. That's why we've been getting linked with someone like Danny Ings that could easily be used in case of injuries and things like that. But if we are going to go down that route, Mahrez, Sterling, Ferran Torres, Bernardo Silva, Phil Foden, etc., etc., they need to be scoring on a regular basis. Liverpool rely a lot on Mane and Salah for their goals. And City do a lot of rotation, too much chopping and changing, in my opinion, to not have a clash striker up front. So I'd be spending a lot of money to bring one in, but that's just me. Ghostly certainly did predict 3-0 at the beginning of the video. Those that have said 2-0 are bob on the money at the moment. We're now 10.5 minutes to go here. Leicester City 0, Manchester City 2. Don't forget, if you are enjoying the video, do leave a thumbs up. We're now aiming for 120 likes, so any help towards that would be much appreciated, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new around here too. Press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. And also go and download the OneFootball app, today's video sponsor. You can find their link at the top of my description if you want to go and download the OneFootball app. Here is De Bruyne now, trying to thread that pass through to try and find Sterling. Didn't quite work. City now just grinding through the gears. You could be right with Delap. I feel like Delap is maybe a season or two away from where he needs to be, though. It's a big responsibility to go with just Jesus and Delap. And I sense that City would probably do what we've done this season, which a lot of the time when we've not had Aguero is we'll go with Sterling or Torres or De Bruyne or Gundogan or somebody else rather than the young player. And I feel like, I personally feel like Delap would suit alone for a year or two, find his feet, see how good he is, score lots of goals. If he does that, bring him back and say, right, you're ready now for a first team place. rather than integrating him, because I feel like City won't give him the responsibility, which is what's happened this season, and I feel like next season will be the same. But apparently Delap's going to be promoted to the first team squad on a permanent basis. Fernandinho goes right through the back of Maddison there. Just gives him a kick. He's got a nice big grin on his face there, Fernandinho. He wanted that yellow card and he gets his yellow card. Fernandinho's been, he's been fantastic. I don't think that was a tactical foul from Fernandinho. I think that was just more a case of, I'm going to let Maddison have a welcome back gift. Is what I reckon that one was there. Here is Vardy now with a chance for Leicester. Try and get themselves back into the game. It's a good tackle. Tielemans now. Here is Maddison. And the shot goes over the bar. And to no danger there for Manchester City. 7.5 minutes to go. Leicester City 0, Manchester City 2. Leicester make their third and final change, and it is Ndidi with the yellow card going off, and it's Nampalius Mendy that comes on for Leicester. So all we're waiting on now is Manchester City to make their final substitution of the game. Got a match against Dortmund coming up, so I'd be amazed if we don't make that sub, and I'd be amazed if we don't make that pretty soon, if I'm honest. I agree, let's just see this game out now. I'm not sure what that crossfield pass was, but it goes back to Laporte in the end. What do I think of PSG losing at home? I feel like PSG might just be starting to move their focus away from Liga 1 onto Champions League. That's what they want. They don't really care about Liga 1 is the impression I'm getting, but I'd have thought they'd want the Liga 1 at least to have something to show for their season. At the moment, they're in a bit of trouble, and that's a really good result that for Lille. I think Pochettino needs to be careful. Does need to be careful. PSG, their owners are quite ruthless when it comes to winning things. So, Bayern Munich knocked them out then. Yeah. As James Maddison once more taken out, this time by Kyle Walker. There's another welcome back to the Premier League. Bit of a nasty challenge, that one. Losing a one-horse race. Yeah, pretty much. And they're in danger of doing that. Definitely, they're in danger of doing that. So we've got, what, 5 minutes or so to go here. Leicester need to find a goal. I feel like the longer this stays at 2-0, the more it suits Man City, of course, stating the obvious, doing a Michael Owen there. Here is Jamie Vardy. Ball comes in. And chance! And it's saved. Maddison this time scuppers his shot straight into the arms of Ederson, who makes the save there. That was a chance that for Leicester. It was a really big chance to have a grandstand finish. If we can keep out Maddison, Iheanacho, Vardy and that, and keep a clean sheet, it's going to be a great result for City. That was a chance that for Maddison. Real big chance. Who would I have at City to replace Pep? I would probably go for Nagelsmann at Leipzig. I like Nagelsmann. I think he's a good upcoming manager. If not him, Depends how Arteta does at Arsenal. If he does a good job over the next couple of years at Arsenal, I'd maybe go with him. Possibly. De Bruyne is taken out. He's furious. Absolutely furious. Wanted a free kick. Doesn't get a free kick. Today's goals have come from Benjamin Mendy with his right foot and a Gabriel Jesus goal. And the 2 goals for City. 4 minutes to go here. Leicester 0, Man City 2. So once more, if you are watching this and you are enjoying the content, do subscribe, press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. We're actually quite close to 16,100 subscribers, so we might hit that in the next day or so. So any help towards that would be much appreciated. Don't forget also to leave a thumbs up if you do enjoy this video. We are aiming for 120 likes. We're 16 likes away, so any help towards that, ladies and gentlemen, would be much appreciated. City Andy, love that. Love that. As Amati picks up a yellow card for a foul on Kevin De Bruyne, as this game's starting to get a little bit more heated. And also do go and check out today's video sponsor, which is OneFootball. You can find the link to the best footballing app out there in the description below. A bit of a nasty one, that from Amati. Follow through seconds on it. Just gives him a whack on the back of the head there. That's naughty, that from Amati. Really naughty. And City are going to make their final substitution. It's going to be Phil Foden that comes on. And it's De Bruyne that's going to come off for Manchester City. He's getting a bit aggravated out there, but I don't blame him. He's just got a smack on the head. Thank you very much, City Andy. I do appreciate that. Always looking for class here on the JSGC channel. Had a good game there, Kevin De Bruyne. He comes off. Here is Sterling now. Had 4 years without a trophy. It was, yeah, there's afters in that, yeah, definitely from Amati, definitely. I thought he's very lucky to only get a yellow card for that. I'd be surprised if De Bruyne starts versus Dortmund. I reckon he might be used as an impact sub. I reckon we'll go with Gundogan, which is why he's not featured today. Can't believe that 4 years without a trophy for Man United. Not good at all. Rodri takes it out. That's going to be a yellow card. And it is a yellow card there for Rodri. So we are nearing in on full time here. 30 seconds to go until we're going to added on time. Rodri picks up his 4th yellow card of the season. There's a chance here for Leicester to put a ball into the box. Leicester, they need a goal from this. Stating the obvious, but they need a goal. To try and have a grandstand finish. No goal here from Leicester, and I think that's probably going to be the 3 points for Manchester City. So it's Maddison that's going to take it. It's in a fairly central area. City playing a very high line on this set piece. Ball goes in towards the box. Ruben Dias does enough to put off the Leicester player, and City can clear their lines through Kyle Walker. And out of play for a throw into Leicester City. So 3 minutes have been added on here. 3 minutes have been added on for Manchester City to hold out and pick up a vital 3 points towards winning the Premier League trophy back from Liverpool. And the potential here of having a clean sheet away at Leicester as well, which is a remarkable thing to do. It definitely will be for United. It's a little dark spell they're having that a lot of United fans have never experienced before in their lives. Kevin De Bruyne, he's been given the man of the match by Sky Sports. I think my JSGC man of the match, it's quite a difficult one. I think I'm going to say De Bruyne. I think he's had a very good game. He's been very influential in pinging the passes and breaking through the Leicester defence and actually making things happen. So I am going to agree with that. I think De Bruyne has had a very good game for City. I think Jesus has worked really hard. He's got his goal as well. I didn't think Mendy's played too well, but has got his goal. It is a well-taken finish, definitely. I could certainly argue a case Ruben Dias has looked as solid as ever at the back. I think Aymeric Laporte's had a really good game for Manchester City as well. All good nominations, in my opinion, for man of the match, but I am going to say De Bruyne, in my opinion, is my JSGC man of the match. So, yeah, big deadlock to break open that, so I can understand why Mendy would get the man of the match. So we've got 90 seconds or so remaining here. It is going to be Manchester City that pick up the 3 points, which is absolutely fantastic. So what we're going to do, as soon as we get the full-time whistle, is I'm going to go into the stats for this game, draw up the conclusions, look at the league table, the upcoming games, then end the live stream there. And then we'll have a video out tomorrow for everybody for my match review and analysis of this game. And then on Monday, I will have the link out for the next live stream, the Dortmund game on the Tuesday. And I'll also have my preview out on Monday for everybody to look forward to. So much football coming up for everyone. So yeah, do stay tuned for that. So it's a free kick to Manchester City. We've got 40 seconds remaining here. It's going to be 3 points for Manchester City, a massive 3 points. We're taking a big stride towards the Premier League trophy. It's a free kick to City inside the Leicester half. A foul on Raheem Sterling by Pierre means City now have only got seconds to eat away here before the full-time whistle does go. Benjamin Mendy's going to be the man to take the free kick for Manchester City. So we've got 15 seconds or so remaining of the game. It's Leicester City 0, Manchester City 2. Don't forget, leave a thumbs up if you are enjoying the video. Aiming for 120 likes. Subscribe if you are new around here. Press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. And do go and check out today's video sponsor, OneFootball. Link is at the top of my description. Kasper Schmeichel sends it long. Laporte wins the header. And the full-time whistle goes. It has finished here at the King Power Stadium in Leicester. Leicester City 0, Manchester City 2. Second half goal from Benjamin Mendy and Gabriel Jesus means Manchester City pick up a very important 3 points. It's more than likely Leicester and their title contentions out of the window. A big 3 points for Manchester City means now we're just counting we're counting down the points and wins until we can win the Premier League trophy, which I'll have a look at the league table and figure out when that will be in just 1 second. But before I do so, I am just going to have a quick look using today's video sponsor OneFootball to have a look at the stats for this game. OneFootball have also matched me and Sky Sports in saying Kevin De Bruyne is their man of the match. Manchester City, we picked up 3 yellow cards in this game. Yellow cards for Rodri, Fernandinho and Ederson. 2 yellow cards for Leicester in Armati and Ndidi. In terms of stats for this game, possession, Manchester City had 57% possession compared with 43% possession for Leicester City. Leicester City won 56% of their duels compared with 44% for Manchester City. Leicester also won 57% of their aerial duels compared with 43% for Manchester City. 3 offsides for Leicester, 1 for Manchester City. Of course, 2 offside goals. Vardy in the first half right in stoppage time. And of course, Fernandinho's goal was ruled out in the first 5 minutes as Aguero was impeding the view of the goalkeeper and he was offside. 1 corner apiece, that's very surprising by the way. 2 goals for Manchester City, the most important stat. None for Leicester, so if you did bet on both teams to score, I do apologise for that. Leicester had 5 shots, 2 on target in that second half, and for the whole game, 11 shots from Manchester City, 4 on target, 2 goals. Much more clinical from Manchester City in the second half. I said, carry on doing what we're doing, and it will be perfectly fine. In terms of shot accuracy, 40% for Leicester and 36.4% for Manchester City. City at the woodwork once, of course, with that Kevin De Bruyne 3 kick. 2 shots apiece from both sides with shots outside of the box. 18 tackles for Leicester, 14 for Manchester City. Leicester won 72% of their tackles compared with 50% for Manchester City. 6 clearances for Manchester City and 12 clearances for Leicester City, but City did have more interceptions, 13 compared with Leicester's 10. 566 passes from City in the game at a pass completion rate of 88%. 437 passes for Leicester City at a pass completion rate of 83%. Much better from Leicester in that second half and showed more intent as well, but conceded twice. Football for you. 13 fouls for Leicester, 12 for Manchester City, 3 yellow cards for City and 2 for Leicester. Thought they was lucky to escape a red card on Amati with the flying arm on Kevin De Bruyne at the end, but no red cards apiece. So what we're going to do now is look at the Premier League title race. So Manchester City now, with 7 games remaining, are on 74 points. We're currently, with Leicester having a game in hand, we are 18 points clear of Leicester. If they win that game in hand, it'll become 15 points, with City having a 30 goal difference on Leicester. So if they do win that game in hand, then the maximum that Leicester can finish on would be 24 points. So that'll take them on to 80 points. So Manchester City just needing 7 points to mathematically finish above Leicester this season. Manchester United still to play. They play tomorrow at Old Trafford against Brighton and Hove Albion, so we'll see what happens there. United, though, they still got 9 games remaining. That's 27 points to play with. That's 84 points, meaning Manchester City need another 11 points to mathematically, at this moment in time, win the Premier League. Any points dropped for Manchester United or Leicester means that tally will start to come down. So I think realistically we're probably looking at 2 more wins for Manchester City for us to win the Premier League. I mean, even 1 more win might be enough, because there's no guarantee Man United and Leicester are going to win every game from now until the end of the season. We're closing in. We just need to keep winning our games. We've got another Premier League match coming up next weekend. We've got a game against Leeds United at home. Win that game, moves us on to 77 points, takes us just that little bit closer to winning the Premier League trophy back. So there we go. That has been the live stream. I do hope that everyone did enjoy the live stream. Leave a thumbs up if you did enjoy the live stream. We are still aiming for 120 likes, so any help towards that would be much appreciated by me. Don't forget also to subscribe if you are new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. I am aiming for 17,000 subscribers, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Don't forget also social media links in the description below and on the yellow banner too if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description and on the banner too. If you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business enquiries, leave your thoughts of what you've made of this game in the live chat and also in the comments below if you are watching this after the game. And don't forget also, lastly, to go and download the OneFootball app to help support the future content created on my channel. You can download the best footballing app out there, giving you the latest football news, transfer news, latest scores, live commentary, also the latest statistics, live league tables, what channel you can view the game on, and all the latest fixtures and results too. We're going to roll our promo video one more time right now. This video is brought to you by OneFootball. If you want to download the OneFootball app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of my description, which will take you forward to where you can download this app. The OneFootball app is extremely useful if you are a huge football fan just like me. It provides you with the latest footballing news, transfer news, and the latest videos as well. It is one source of information of where I get my transfer news from. It also allows you to see the latest scores with what's happening in the footballing world. If you just click on a game, including any Manchester City game, it will not only bring up the latest team news, but it will also bring up the latest statistics and keep you up to date with everything happening in that game. If you want to download this app, all you need to do is press the link at the top of the description to stay up to date. So thank you very much to OneFootball for sponsoring this video. If you want to go and download their app, just press that link at the top of my description. It'll take you to the download page. Dad, yeah, I agree. 95 points, the max that City can pick up, and I wouldn't rule that out. I think City will be aiming for around 90 plus points for this season, so hitting 95 would be absolutely remarkable. I feel like City's intensity will drop off once we are announced as being the Premier League champions, which Aaron, of course, Mixid has mentioned there. 85 points is the points tally we're looking at. More than likely 80 points will do it, so we're looking at 2 more wins for Manchester City. It might be a case where we don't even win another game this season, still could be enough. We're that far clear, but we just need to keep doing what we're doing. We've got 2 more games left in this month for Premier League matches. Games against Leeds United at home and Aston Villa away. Win them 2 games and I'm confident we will be Premier League champions. It's just a matter of when, not if. So there we go, that has been this live stream watch along. We will be back again for the Champions League quarter-final first leg game at 7:30 PM BST on Tuesday evening for that first leg game in Manchester between Manchester City and Borussia Dortmund. Massive game, lots to look forward to. I'll have my match review and analysis out tomorrow for everyone to look forward to. So I've been JSGC, thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. Peace. Ciao for now.